tower. Living our best life.
I'll kind of getting in the gist of it here. And we met our new companion. Samson. Yeah. He said, "Oh, let's just turn this together." Okay, I met Samson during your opening here, and had a few interesting things come and fall in your lap. The Red Yeti being probably the most intriguing of them that you decided to pursue. Made your way out and found some kind of grand structure that you've been sleuthing through. Found a very old tower, and probably the weirdest part was finding Dazan, or at least part of Dazan down here. And Dazan's faithful companion, Quintus.
Oh, yeah, you had that weird undead guy. Forgot about that.
Yeah, his white friend.
This Quintus isn't weird, he's special.
Yeah, whatever you say.
So what do y'all remember from the conversation here with Dazan?
He's wanting us to get a life force to put into some machine to potentially make him real.
I want to be a real boy.
And there's a basilisk downstairs that would maybe work.
A basilisk would be valuable for their scales alone.
Oh.
Yeah. And he has a amulet that he'll give us. Spirit Guardian amulet.
The Shield Guardian.
Shield Guardian.
Which is a bit of a boon to your group, just a little bit.
I mean,
This
yeah,
is
it's
fucking
pretty sick.
sick.
It's a pretty sick item, but I'm not quite sure this is something we want to help him with because, like, the guy we saw burn didn't exactly seem like a good guy. And simulacrums are like exact copies of people. So, like, all this, him seeming innocent and shit, could very much just be an act. And we could just be, like, helping, like, another evil wizard come into the world.
Dazan was rather foolish, though. Obviously, his magic was what brought about his untimely demise, as you said. I say good riddance. I didn't choose this birth, but I can choose where it goes.
But what are you gonna do? Like, you know, assuming you were, like, what is your life ambition here?
I don't know. Do you need a wizard?
Maybe. Do we need a wizard, guys?
I mean, there's spells that we definitely could use that none of us have. Like, if nothing else, just somebody to literally identify shit for us.
I mean, I could do that.
Yeah. So, okay. In a perfect world, we go down there, we get you a life force thing, give it back to you.
No, we're gonna
First
hook
thing
it
we
up to the
do is
machine.
okay, yeah. So like when you get out of here, what's the very first thing you're gonna go do? Are you gonna get something to eat? Are you gonna go
I'm
burn a
going to try
town
to
down?
sleep, and then I want a book,
Yeah, but you're
Okay.
a
not gonna
spell
like
book.
burn the world down.
No, if anything, I should go hiding. They killed Dizan.
That's
I need to find a
true.
new identity, some way to change the way I look.
That's true. They probably would think you came back from the dead somehow and then burn you as well.
Yes,
Okay,
that
wait,
doesn't
guys.
bode well.
Quick team meeting here. I'll turn to him. I squat down on the knee again. I wrap my arms around him. So a wizard seems kind of useful. I'm not gonna lie. We also need a cook. I mean, he needs a job and a new identity. Best place to start is a cook.
What's
But I have to.
sorry to interject. What's one of the ways wizards make money on their downtime?
Yeah, exactly. Cooking.
Oh, not
No,
cooking.
they enchant items and shit.
Be
That
nerdy.
makes that makes scrolls.
Yeah, make scrolls for us, and
'Cause I'm not
I mean that
smart.
depends on how
I'm
you're
not a
gonna
smart
do
character.
scrolls. Because raw, none of us can cast a wizard scroll.
He is a cash cow, basically, or can be. It's I think with downtime every 3 days he can produce 100 gold for a level 2 spell. If I'm not mistaken, it may be more.
That's sick.
um, well,
I'm gonna leave the decision up to y'all. I don't know him, so I will defer to y'all's knowledge.
um, what would we know about basilisks?
Maybe a history check, a nature check. Probably history.
I know he
Is
said not to look at it.
like
This
we
is
can
a
find
terribly
basilisks.
frightening creature. You don't want to stare it in its eyes. Curtis refuses to go in there, actually, because of this.
Yep, terrible at that. I know nothing.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't know anything either.
You know, -1 intelligences.
Yeah.
Are any of us smart? Oh no.
Oh, I get luck.
dumb.
I got some luck.
One of us does.
Oh yeah, Tarek the halfling getting us the lowest roll is good.
I mean, I've heard of such fantastical tales of creatures subterranean that will nearly turn a man to stone in a matter of seconds by looking into their eyes.
Okay. Okay, so basically he can reinforce what he's telling us then. Don't look at it. It's hard to fight something if you can't look at it.
Yeah, it gets a little interesting, I'm not going to lie.
It's like you have disadvantage on everything and half your spells won't work. Um, well,
What are we doing?
It says,
man, I guess we don't even know it'll work technically, really. He's not even sure it'll work, right?
no. But he basically tells you that, like, underneath you, right, there's a door to the south. I got a new mouse, by the way. Look at that straight line.
Ooh,
And there's a
he's
door to
crazy.
the northwest, door to the northeast, and then he tells you there's obviously some on the eastern side. It tells you that the basilisk in question would be in this northeastern chamber.
Okay, so we need to. Do we need to like force the basilisk to a certain spot, or we need to like keep it alive, or?
Just merely knocking the creature unconscious should suffice, and we just need to tap its life essence, so to speak.
Okay.
Sounds really hard.
Well, I mean,
Well.
anytime at least melee stuff, you can do non-lethal stuff. It gets difficult for like me as the caster.
I mean, I can punch it. I can punch it really hard.
I can tell it to grovel. Change one of my spell slots.
And then I can punch it some more when it's groveling.
I mean, I think we could definitely knock it out. It's just, yeah.
Let me change my spells around.
Like, it's a difficult fight. Either we, either everything's a disadvantage, or you risk looking at it and potentially getting, petrified. I mean, I don't know that we have any huge reason not to. Like, the amulet's probably worth it. I think the only other thing of whether or not like we'd do it or not is whether or not we trust that he's not going to be evil and try to kill the world, Because I mean, the guy that he's a copy of was, evil and part of a bad organization, and
Well, they should probably keep an eye on him after. I would have.
It's kind of one of those things that I love the Anna character. Like, I'm not trying to dissuade you. I'm giving you the Anna character where he's been holed up here by himself for 30 days, basically.
Yeah.
With Quintus. So he's literally, what is it, Tom Hanks, Survivor? Like talking to Wilson the coconut?
Yeah. Just doing his best to get by.
But yeah, that kind of stuff will change introspection. He's been able to have a hard look and go, I don't really think this magic picket is too much for me. No, it caused his own a lot of trouble.
yeah, and I guess the fact that he didn't like go out to like save him or anything, kind of. I mean, I'm fine with going and doing this, I guess.
It's one of those weird Dragon Age morality choices here.
Thinking that. Great game.
I'm fine with it. We can go hide him in the inn, and he can do magic shit for us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we could bring the white with us. That might be a little too far.
I'm sorry, Quintus. You'll just have to stay here and guard the tower. It will do no good to complain, Quintus. You stink far too much for us to bring into town.
Yeah, like, it's one thing to like hide a wizard. It's another thing to try to hide an undead.
Hey, she'll just have to stay here.
People will probably frown on that.
At least I can cast Disguise Self. At least visually this works. I don't have much magic left.
Well, I guess let's go downstairs if everybody wants to do this.
Oh, you want us to fight it?
Well,
I mean, are you capable of helping?
I could throw a bubble of acid on him, I suppose.
I mean, that would help. Yeah.
Every little bit helps.
Quintus, shall we go slay the monster? No. Princess says no way. This Quintus doesn't seem too keen on fighting the beast.
Quintus, this is why you have to stay.
Quintus floats you the bird. He says he doesn't listen to children.
If you only knew.
we going to? We gonna do this, y'all?
Let's do it.
It's like, well, if he's not going to go and you're going to make me go, I suppose lead the way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'll go look around. I'll go down and look around, I suppose, and make sure it looks okay.
Yeah. Do you really?
And
Oh, aren't you? Oh, because you're like walking on the walls and stuff, right?
yep,
Because that's what all halflings can do.
I'm a good climber.
God damn that one.
You kind of notion down to the others that it's safe, quote unquote. It's a little bit of a wild scene here.
You know, the room I'm in is empty at least.
I don't see much.
Stays and fit.
Just a small room here. There's nothing and a
Oh
door.
no. As you're looking around here, the walls of this chamber are inscribed with interconnected runes and marred with cracks. What is now the ceiling bears similar inscriptions that swirl inward, converging around a golden crystal disc 5 feet in diameter.
Okay, so this is like the machine room. Okay, so yeah, there's lots of, I don't know, rune stuff.
As you come down here, an illusory figure appears upside down in the far corner of the room, standing on the ceiling. It appears to be the same long-faced human wizard depicted in the statues just inside the spire's entrance. It begins speaking in a strange, possibly forgotten language.
Fake wizard guy's talking to me. It doesn't make sense.
Well,
And to be fair, he appears on the ceiling, but I am also just standing in front of him, so looks upright to me.
catch him.
I guess y'all could come down. The room knows I'm here.
Hey, I'll make my way down then.
Oh,
So, like, Nikel, you're picking up on, like, the grammar notes in terms of the language that's being spoken? Because it has a structure very similar to Elvish in the way it flows, if we'll go off this hypothetical here. Maldred, you're hearing Dwarvish being spoken, like phonetically, but you can't make out what is being said.
Okay.
fucking space dwarfs.
It's
You
speaking
two,
in Dwarvish, you said?
it's like an interesting phonetic where it's a combination of Dwarvish and Elvish, where it's like if you were to see it written, it's written in Dwarvish, and it would pronunciate as Dwarvish, but it would translate into Elvish
So it's like Spanglish.
a little bit. It's like a very hodgepodge, weird kind of broken dialect where you two kind of have to work out for a little bit what it says. After like probably 5-10 minutes of hearing the message play back and forth, triggering it, going in and out of the door, you'll eventually come to. I'll probably send it to you both. Because I think it's.
I speak Dwarvish too.
We've got two people on the Dwarvish side.
What's up, dog? You talking shit about people in Dwarvish now.
There's one. There's Maldron. Nikhil.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Hey,
It's a little bit of a curiosity there.
I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I don't know what the fuck I just read. So
It seems to be like he made something that shouldn't exist. That's what I'm getting out of it.
okay, now is the disc on the ceiling like it was attached to the floor before?
Correct.
So how are we going to get the wizard to stand on it if it's upside down?
Yeah, I just meant to say, no, just touch it.
I mean, it says stand on it. It might not be an instantaneous process.
Well, I'll hold on for dear life then. Surely that would be almost just as easy as. He kind of gets underneath it. He's like, look, I don't even have to hang myself from it. I can just merely reach up.
Okay, we'll see, I guess. We'll
so
see, I suppose.
any idea how to make it work then?
What would happen if I put if I cast minor illusion and put an illusion like a mouse on the disc? Does anything happen?
When you put what on the disc?
If I cast minor illusion of like a mouse
Uh-huh.
and I put it like on the disc, does
Uh,
anything?
Not of a mouse, because Dazan kind of explains, look, you're trying to make something living on there. If you want to animate it in its basal use, you must, attempt to produce a non-living item.
Okay, so I make a minor illusion of
Here?
of a dagger.
Okay. So, as you do that, you kind of produce it up towards the pedestal here. There's a light that starts to emanate from it. And will you roll me a 1d100?
Oh.
Oh, guys, I might have fucked up.
Yeah.
As you are blinded by the light here, it scintillates across your eyes to the point where you have to avert your gaze and cover them. And as the machine hums back down, there's a dagger that's still sitting there, floating in the air. Nicole, as you walk up and test it, you kind of poke it on the tip of your finger, and it causes you to bleed.
So it made a legit dagger.
You have a dagger in your hands.
Okay. Anybody need a dagger? Apparently it works.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a dagger.
I mean, you can have it.
See, I told you the apparatus works.
I mean, it worked to make a dagger. That doesn't mean it worked to make a person.
Yes, but it made something illusory and real. The proof is in the concept there.
I mean, sort of. I mean, technically, you're not really illusory, but
Technically, I am. I was made from illusory magic.
we'll see, I guess. We'll see, I suppose. Let's find out. Go.
I feel like he would know what he's made out of.
He is out of illusion magic, so
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
So surely now all we need to do is fire up on Livespark. Let's get to the nasty creature, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah. I suppose we go kill it or not kill the basilisk.
It's in the room, at the northern part of this chamber, ahead of us.
Who wants to lead the way?
Okay, so this next room should be clear, is what you're saying.
Yes, it's just a hallway to the other chambers.
Yeah, I'll push the door open then.
After you, gentlemen.
Okay, it's just a hallway. So what's this room to the bottom then?
That's the wizard with the skeleton. As long as you don't bother the skeleton, you should be fine, though.
Wait, there's what?
The room with the old wizard that used to run this tower. He's down there, and he's got a rather angry will-o-wisp that plays about his body. As long as you don't disturb the skeleton, you'll be fine, though.
Wait, so there's...
The wizard's bedroom. We don't go poking around there, though.
So there's a ghost, and he doesn't want you to touch his skeleton.
I think he's too old to be a ghost at this point. It may be the will-o-wisp himself, but Dazon's expertise wasn't necessarily in the preservation of the afterlife, but the returning of it.
Okay. Well.
Oh.
I mean, it's safe. You just don't go prodding the skeleton in there. Unless you want to fight a wisp, but Crentis was never very good at hitting the damn things. We eventually just locked it in there and left.
Works for me.
Okay. So, I guess
Sounds like a problem for future us to deal with. We already have enough on our hands.
I suppose.
Up to you guys, really, on that. Like you said, as long as you don't disturb the skeleton.
I'm gonna open the door and at least look.
You look in, and the bed of this room is upside down on the floor. Its rotted blankets peeking out from underneath a disintegrating mattress. Mounted to the north wall is a tall, cracked mirror in a stone frame that merges seamlessly with the surrounding wall. Lying underneath two dirt-clogged windows is a partially crumbled, rime-covered human skeleton and tattered shreds of a nightgown.
Okay. So yeah, there's a skeleton in here.
I kind of shot him there. Don't touch it.
So we've been told not to look at this basilisk, right? Because it will turn you to stone. There's a big mirror in here.
Big mirror, you say? How big is this mirror?
Don't touch the skeleton.
It's a pretty decent size. It's probably, I'd say, at least like 2 feet or so. Like, you may not be able to get the whole thing out, but you can probably get a good chunk out of it before it gets destroyed, at least.
Wait, do you think it would be helpful? I don't
know, but sounds good to me. I'd take some of this mirror. The best I can, try not to break it.
Is the skeleton like lying in front of it, like we can't get to the mirror without disturbing the skeleton?
Oh no, it's like tattered amongst the bed remains and whatnot. It's way off in the corner.
Okay, now I'll go over there. If I can safely not touch the skeleton and grab the mirror, hell yeah. I'll take some of this mirror.
You kind of reach maybe a dagger or a blade from a friend here and kind of pry it loose. Wind up cracking it in a good portion, but you get like maybe like a 2x2 or 2x1.5 portion of mirror in your hand.
Hell yeah.
Just thinking you always, like, Medusa always gets beat by looking at herself. I don't know if that'll work or not, but...
Worth a shot.
Well...
I mean, I have a shield. We could, like, attach it to the my shield, and I could go with like my shield in front of my face or something. I don't know if anybody else has one.
That might work.
I I pull like I have like a scarf, or not like a scarf, but like a random it's like a sash almost, and just like I can just wrap it around my eyes, and then I don't have to worry about possibly opening my eyes. I won't be able to see, but I mean, I could hold the mirror, if anything.
It's certainly a viable solution to blindfold yourselves.
I mean, because like, what if it hits me and then I open my eyes because I got hit really hard? Boom, my eyes are covered. I don't even have to worry about it. I'll start making like a little knot, getting ready to put it around my eyes.
I mean, the only thing with blindfolding is then you can't see at all.
Or if
So, like, even if you're not looking at it, you can't see like your surroundings.
Hmm.
You have to rely on things like perception on what you hear.
Yeah, like you can't look at the ground to like make sure you're not going to trip if you blindfold yourself.
Hey, Nikel, you have a book that's worth 25 gold?
A book?
Mm-hmm.
Do I look like a wizard?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, anything that's a book that's worth 25 gold, I can blind the fucker.
I don't have any. I mean, there was some books upstairs. Were they worth 25 gold?
I'd say so. They're
didn't you like take a book?
Ancient writings.
Yeah, did I take a book?
I mean, do you want? I don't know if you want to waste that in a spell, but
you have a few books. I think y'all have, by my count, it should be about 10 now.
Does the spell consume the book, or is it just you have to have it?
Let me check. I think.
I don't know if you want to consume the book in a spell. If it's these ancient books.
That's a good question. Hold on. I just saw it just needs a book, so let me see if it consumes it.
What spell is it?
It's called blindness or deafness, second level spell.
Okay. I don't think it has I don't think it does. Blindness, deafness doesn't even need anything. Blindness, deafness just has vocal component.
I don't remember what if any spell requires a book.
Yeah, blindness, deafness just has vocal component.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's actually a good idea. If the thing has to look at us to petrify us, does that mean if you blind it,
the problem is I have to look at it to cast it.
Yeah,
that's the catch-22. The moment, the moment you look at this thing, it's like it's ready to lock eyes with you.
So you have to make one. Yeah, you have to make one save.
I do.
So
depends. If you're going in there blind with the mirror, you sit in a corner. That's a completely different thing. It just depends on tactics.
I mean, if we're going into that kind of situation, I mean, you could cast like bless right before we go in to give you a better chance at passing a save.
So I have a question. If
I don't know what save it is to know if it's like something you're good at or not.
I have no idea what the stats is, so.
If I can get it to look at me, would you be able to do something and be fine?
No.
No.
D&D doesn't have it. It doesn't have directions. You're considered being aware of everything around you at all times, unless you like say you close your eyes.
Yeah.
So like we can't be like look that direction and do whatever we want. Like
let me give you a good hard example here. You see in 360.
This is me as a character. Me as a player, I already know this. As a DM, I've answered all of these stupid questions.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is a level 8 or a level intelligence 8 character.
Yeah.
Touche.
This is just him trying to comprehend. Okay, I have to fight something with my eyes closed. I've never fought with my eyes closed. How can I avoid closing my eyes?
Oh yeah, I mean, in character, Nikel would probably be like, "Yeah, we could try that," but like as soon as we go to cast a spell, like, and we have to like say something, it's probably going to turn.
This is a good segue here. I set your vision to angular, so now like you have to rotate to be able to see around you. For Samson.
How do you rotate?
Hold.
Control mouse wheel.
Control.
I can change you guys around real quick to show you what it's like if you never have 160 vision. Like there's what it looks like, Tarek. Cal. It's more like realistic. Like if you ever do some really shenanigans, like underdark type shit, it's fun.
Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Total vision. Yeah.
Changed up yours right here a little bit.
I can't get my guy to spin.
Hold control and then roll your mouse.
Oh shit, that's fucking tight.
Yeah. Yeah, in character, I think that might be a decent idea, but at the same time, if we go to cast a spell, like we're gonna have to be like, you start yelling out a vocal component, the things would be like, "Oh, what the fuck's that?" and turn its head, you know.
Do any of us know what a basilisk looks like? I think I could just cover its eyes.
I mean, it's like a big, giant
like
snake
a big,
thing.
Like a big cover over it. I don't know, guys. I'm
like
just kind of
it's
putting
probably,
off going down there.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, it's
I'm not
probably
gonna lie,
what made
this is not gonna be fun.
Yeah, like, it's probably what made these holes that we've been going down.
Remember those holes were extremely precise.
Oh yeah, they were like, yeah, I remember
almost
that now.
Mechanical.
Yes.
Huh. I think you have the answer to that already.
Well, I guess we gotta go in there with our eyes closed and just start swinging.
Yeah.
Quick DM question about how high up is the ceiling from like in these rooms?
12 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so just as a thing.
Cool.
To let you all know, I have very little spells that I'm gonna be able to cast. Just to let you all know. Almost everything I have requires me to look at them.
So in other words, we only have one shot.
I mean, I have some stuff to do it, but like, I'm gonna be limited.
Do you have any stuff that can make me better at doing things?
Well, it looks like I do.
I can cast very far, get him colored up, and that'll be easier for him to get hit.
I could do like firebolt, and then I think I can do firebolt, and then I can do like, I could do burning hands if I'm in range, because I can just like throw my hand out and shoot fire. It whispers. I just have to speak, and if they can hear me, but that's pretty much all I'm gonna have. Like even magic missile requires me to see them.
That's damn spell.
What if you were the one who held the mirror and like climbed on the ceiling or something, tried to get his attention? And if the mirror does anything, I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but at the same time, I'm also usually one of our bigger damage dealers, so.
Oh, it's okay. Y'all have me now.
I mean, if y'all have that mirror out in front, he can't see you behind it.
I mean, I could make somebody invisible and they could run in with the mirror, but I don't know, like the mirror might turn invisible too.
I think if you I think you should have the mirror then. Do you feel like you won't be able to do, if you're worried about that, then maybe you have the mirror.
How
I
big is?
don't
I mean,
know.
is the mirror big enough? Like we got like 2 halflings and a dwarf. Like, is it big enough we can actually some of these smaller persuasion can hang out, hide behind it, and like not even be seen if we were like completely behind it?
Probably the only person in that entourage that would have a problem is Samson.
That's sick. I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna beat it up. So anything you could help me with that would be wonderful. I do have a question mechanically. If our eyes are closed and he fairy fires,
Mhm.
would it just make it a straight roll then, or do you have to have your eyes open to benefit from fairy fire?
Mechanically, it would be an advantage. That's the whole thing. Is like if they fail to save on it, it's kind of like that ocular effect where if you're laying in the darkness and suddenly like the curtains open or something, and it's flooded with light, you see that change in your eyelids, and it's much in the same sense. You would see him there and be able to hone in better. It would make it a normal roll.
Sweet. I like that idea.
I won't say what I was going to say then.
No, I always want to hear ideas. My ideas usually are bad,
What I was
so
going to say, what
I
I was going to say,
always
because
care.
I think Apollo's interpretation of that is more in our favor than what I was going to say. Um, um, I mean, personally, I think mirror. I think the best thing we could do is if we can put it on Modern Shield, so that nobody has to actually physically carry it.
Plus, at the same time, if he does attack me, I can do warding flame, which can possibly blind him.
Yeah, like I feel like the best thing with the mirror is if we could do it with nobody holding it, which means Modern Shield.
Yep.
Because even me not needing weapons, I still need my hands to cast spells. I mean, I'm sure we, if nothing else, we could like tie a rope to it and hook it to his shield. Like we should have plenty of stuff to make that work.
Yeah. Well.
So I mean, I'd say we put it on his shield. Maldrin can go in first. I mean, he can take a hit too, so it's not a huge thing if like he gets hit once. Then maybe the shield work, maybe the mirror works, and if not, all of us will be right behind him to come in and wreck things.
That sounds like you'll have a plan of execution at least to kick it off.
Yep, let's do it.
Are we at the fuck around and find out stage?
Yes. Are we? Okay, so we're making our way in there.
Something else. Yeah, I think hook it to Maldrin shield and then head in, probably.
I am going to. I'm going to invoke a frost rune. So
Okay.
I have a +2 to ability checks and saving throws for strength and constitution.
You should be able to like actually go to your sheet and go to your features and click the phosphor, and it'll take it off your sheet.
I totally forgot about that. Sweet.
And if it did everything right, you may have a buff. No, okay. Maybe next time.
I don't see the buff on here, but I think last time it showed it with the roll when we did it.
Okay. Normally it
So,
keeps
and if not, I can do the math.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes, so I got an eye on it.
Hell yeah! And y'all see he has like these bracers on, and you see like a light, like a very faint like frost start to build around it, and a very faint glow of these runes light up over it. I pull out my glaive and I say, "Let's fucking go."
When I see that, I'll be like, "Oh, that reminds me," and I'll like tap myself on the chest and give myself mage armor here.
Smart. Always smart.
And Tarek's going to go into a rage right before I walk into the door.
Excellent.
Alright, so Maldron first. Put the two of you right behind him, and I'll be last, I guess.
Okay.
Especially if I'm on
Here's what I'll do. Before
You probably have to
I-
refresh and just flip some stuff on.
Yeah.
have to reopen my character sheet, put on the pop-up.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. I
I'm
freaked out for a
also-
sec.
And also, before we go in, I'm gonna be on the ceiling.
Okay.
Alright, before you go on the ceiling, I'll cast guidance on you.
On me?
Yep.
Okay.
Because he's gonna
Not
look
sure.
at me. He's not gonna realize a low person's on the ceiling, and then you should get, better results.
Oh, you want me to be sneaky? Okay, I'll be sneaky.
Is anyone casting Bless?
Okay, well, we can't get his bless until I roll my stealth, because there was concentration.
So if I
Third.
go down, that's it. There's no
Yeah.
point.
True.
I am sneaky.
Ooh. What a good rollback from a 7 to the 17. I love it.
Are we ready?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, move on in.
Raging and closing my eyes. I'm ready.
I can push the door open from a distance, so you can just run straight in too.
So everyone's kind of closing their eyes or manually blindfolding themselves. Is that what I got?
Oh, am I going to blindfold myself? I'm going to blindfold myself like right as I go in.
Okay.
I'm gonna close my eyes. I have like one eye blind. I have like one eye patched anyway, so.
I'm gonna look at my feet so I know where I'm walking. I have the shield up in front of my face, but looking at my feet so I don't trip on anything.
You know what? I lied. I don't put anything over my face. And I'm feeling confident. I'm going in there with my eyes open because I'm going to go fuck this thing up.
Okay.
Lord.
I'm feeling
Lord.
brave.
So as you kind of poke into this room and open your eyes, you get a brief look of what's inside of it, Maldron. You push in here, you see rusty tableware, shattered plates, broken chairs that lie scattered on the floor. Amid two tables, one that's overturned and one that's on its side. And I'm going to say, as you hear this thing coming around the corner, you know which direction to brace and aim the shield at. Because crawling out from behind the tipped-over table is a hulking, eight-legged reptile with glowing eyes.
Yep, he's in there. He's in there. I'm panicking.
That's ugly.
And as it does so, it stares very hard at you here, Maldron.
Is he legitimately attacking me?
No, he's looking at you.
Oh, okay.
And, he becomes restrained.
I'm running in there. If the door's open and we're going in, I'm ready.
Let me show you all the roll.
So the basically fell the roll and looked at the mirror.
Oh,
Ooh.
Maldron, you hear it kind of screaming from the other side. It sounds garbled, almost like grinding stone after a little bit.
God, if it turns itself to stone, then we can't use it in the machine.
no
I mean, we might be able
nonsense.
to, I guess. It might still have his life force in there.
I can.
It's technically in there. It just needs
Yeah.
to be restored to flesh.
Yeah, I guess you can
I can do it.
unpetrified, so it should probably be in there still.
I mean, technically, all he needs is what, his essence. So just throw the whole damn statue in the machine. That's it.
That's gonna be real heavy.
I hope you guys don't immediately like charge in there within the frame of 6 seconds. This creature would make another save.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd
Making
be
my way.
immediately following. Yeah, I'd be immediately following him in, make sure Mauder's not getting fucked.
It's gonna save out. Let's see. It's petrified, guys.
Wow.
No way.
It stops garbling, stops moving. You don't even hear it breathe anymore. Who's the first the first brave soul here to actually look at it?
I mean, Samson ran in with his eyes open, so I mean.
Yeah.
By the time you push your way through the crowd here, Samson, it's a straight up statue.
Let me see it! Let me see it! Oh, damn it.
Okay, guys. In theory, I can get the statue over there.
Where's the
How
machine?
heavy is this thing?
In the
I was in
room
the
you
first
came
room we
down
came in.
Yeah. Okay, in theory, I can move it myself.
Huh?
Okay, telekinetic, I can push a large or smaller creature 5 feet. So I should, in theory, be able to slowly push this thing 5 feet at a time.
I could lend a help with that actually. If you, I still have one left. It can't be above 500 pounds, right?
I mean, I can probably. I mean, it is a big, huge rock now, so.
Yeah, how much does this thing look like it weighs? If I go over there and kind of like, not push it, but just kind of like, you know, when you kind of give like a little nudge to something like, oh man, that's fucking, that's heavy.
It's got some heft to it. Dazan goes over there, does some hoodoo magic.
Telekinesis doesn't actually really specify how large. I don't think it even says how large something can be. Like, I think technically I can push anything.
If anything, it becomes a lot easier to push as it starts levitating.
I mean, that can help. I'm pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, it literally says, as a bonus action, you can telekinetically shove one creature within 30 feet of you. It does not specify size. I could push a fucking Tarrasque 5 feet if I wanted to. And it failed to save.
You know what I'm thinking? Imagine thinking, how the fuck are we going to move this big old statue? It's going to be like fucking moving furniture between doorways.
Ooh.
Well, the doors were pretty big. The doors were like 12 feet high or somewhere. They were like 10 feet high. The doors were huge. If he levitates, then we get in there easy as shit, basically. At that point, it's just like pulling a balloon. Yes, I mean, if he's levitating it, then we're just like pulling a big, giant basilisk balloon into the next room.
See, I just found the caveat, Nico. It's you can only shove one that's one size larger than you. Typically, if you take the shove action, that may be like a raw.
It doesn't say that on telekinetic, though.
Does it say shove?
It says telekinetically shove. It doesn't say you're taking the shove action.
Fair.
Like, the feet's kind of broken at that point. Like, I'm fine if you say large or smaller, but like...
I'm just saying
I guess even medium since I'm small, but like...
Yeah, someone would probably check that, I think, on that justification.
Yeah, the feet's definitely worded poorly, probably, but...
Mr. DM, is it possible if I could make a medicine check? Because I think these things need to breathe, right?
Petrification is one of those things. It's like an eternal preservation type of thing. It doesn't necessarily need to breathe anymore, but it's like it's still alive, but it's in suspended animation, basically.
Oh, okay. So it's not like that's it. You can't breathe. You only have so much time before you suffocate.
Nah, petrification. I don't know why. For some reason, the statuses aren't on.
Yeah, you're like in like stasis basically. You come back like exactly where you were when you get petrified.
Stasis is a good way to put it.
Okay.
Like you'll come like if you were in the middle of a fight, you got petrified, you'd come back with like the exact same spell slots, the exact same HP, like nothing would change.
Works out perfect.
Probably start moving it.
Do we actually have anything to unpetrify it? I mean, I know you're saying you do. What do you have to unpetrify it?
Oh no, I don't. I thought I did. I don't. I have lesser restoration. You need the other one.
I don't think we have anything to do it with. I think we're just gonna have to like do it while it's a big rock, basically.
This sounds like it's fine. It's fine.
Alright. Nope.
Well, Dazan is confident. We're doing this for him anyway.
It would be like akin to putting a gargoyle in there. Doesn't that make sense?
Sure.
Makes it sound so easy when he says it.
It's the cats are going at it. You guys pull him through the hall here. Dazan's just like absolutely tiptoeing. He's like, now let's hook him up to the apparatus here, and I'll get in position. And just really push him into that little bit of a tubing over there. It's like a small little like foot by foot opening that has a rubber seal on the out of it. You guys push the statue over there and here. Kind of suck into space there. He's like, all right, now attempt to use the apparatus here and go pull that lever. Motioning to Maldron or whoever would take up the ability to throw the switch here.
Wrong lever! That's all I could think of right now. I will gladly pull the lever if no one else will.
Yeah, pull the lever.
As you pull the lever here, I need you to give me a 1d100.
What happened? I'm sorry.
As you pull the lever here, give me a 1d100.
Well, that's terrifying. Where is the 100?
It should be the double dice of roll. Wow.
A lot cooler if it was 69. Nah.
I don't know. That's, wow.
Is that good?
Could be. Let me consult my, my Rolodex of information here.
Usually, I would DM a lower the number, the better. Actually, to me.
Yeah.
Same thing, especially on that roll. The chamber glows, and as it kind of diminishes with the light here, the basilisk is gone. Dazan is, well, Dazan's simulacrum is standing before you, and he kind of, oh my word, I am, what do you call this feeling?
Tired.
Is tired? He's falling to the ground here. Within seconds, you can hear him just passed out
Mood.
asleep on the floor.
It was me last night after I was done drinking. Fell asleep on the couch for about 2 hours.
That
Woke
used to
up,
be
still had shoes on.
when I stayed in
Very
like
unhappy.
an interesting part of Houston that was like extremely like urban and like an old cultural neighborhood. There used to be this bar. I'd go get like 3 cocktails there. Every time I had 3, I always wound up like half naked on my couch next day with like a sock on, but completely barefoot. And it was a mess, dude.
I've had a lot of nights like that in Houston. I love Houston. Houston is one of my favorite cities in the world.
Houston is a lot of fun. Yeah. So at this, you guys just sound as fast asleep here.
The sleepy little guy. Should we just leave him in the middle of the floor, or?
We were taking him back to the moose.
I mean, we probably need to wait for him to wake up and like make sure he's like normal.
Do we
He did tell you guys he didn't sleep that whole time he's been here. He
Yeah.
can't sleep. He's an illusion.
Yeah, because simulacrums can't take rest. So what time of day is it?
About 7:30 at night.
I mean, we could just hang out till morning. Like it seems
Yeah, it's
pretty safe.
coming up
It seems
to
pretty
our.
safe in here. So like, it wasn't exactly an easy place to find. So it's probably not a problem to stay here for the night until he wakes up.
Are those stairs on this map? Those stairs going down, or those broken stairs?
Going down technically, but they're really going up, and they've all been caved in.
Yeah,
So the only way in this room is through the way that we came. Yeah, that sounds
to
safe
get down,
to me.
you have to go through the holes.
Do you think that Basilisk had like a partner or something, like a mate? Do we need to worry about another one coming in here?
I mean, I feel like he probably would have known that if that was the case.
True, but
I mean,
we also didn't seem all well together.
Well, I mean, we could always take the
So-
mirror and like set it up so if something comes down the hole, they see the mirror first. Since that seemed
War
to
the
work
World
very
style.
well. Yeah, I mean that seemed to work very well. So I mean,
It sounds like a plan to me. Oh yeah, we can take a little nap.
yeah, probably at least head up to like the next floor where the white is, and that's another thing. Do we trust the white?
Well, well, since that last fight went so well, if something did happen, we're at least in good shape.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that went best case scenario right there. That was. I mean, that was
2 saves in a row.
Whose
roll
mirror
one,
idea
roll
was
two.
this again? Who said break off the mirror? Because kudos to them today.
Yeah, I just saw the mirror in the room and thought,
That's
if it can't see us, maybe it shouldn't see itself.
You're the most impressive halfling I've ever met. I mean, to walk on walls, to breaking off these. I'm enamored by your abilities. Truly.
I do my best.
Yeah, so I guess we would move. Are we going back upstairs where the white is at? Did you decide?
Yeah, I
I
inherited most of my things from my creator, by the way. But yeah, I'd say at least I'd say maybe go up 2 floors, so we're not on the same floor as the white, because I just don't know about that. And we can set the mirror up in a way to like, so if something tries to come down the hall, they see themselves.
yeah.
And like he shouldn't be able to leave without walking past us, because there's no way out of here other than that.
All right, so let's go 2 floors up then. Making our way upstairs.
Okay. May have had a refresh. I'm trying to figure out why some of the buffs or debuffs aren't working in y'all's game. So if you see it flash occasionally, apologies. But we ascend the stairway back up over here, and content, Dazan, or I don't know if we should even call him Dazan anymore. It comes up and kind of pops his head into the former space he was in, and he said, "Quintus, I have become a real man, and I am leaving you." Probably after having the long rest, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out till the morning, till whenever he wakes up, basically.
I'm going to change. Actually, record the real one now.
I don't think I've used. Oh, I do get a spell slot back. I guess if you list. Did cast 1 spell.
It's at turn of the month for my modules, so I started yelling at me because I don't have my Patreon key entered into each individual game.
I'm excited to fight that basilisk.
Which one?
I feel kind of feel a little blue-balled by that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm glad that it went so smooth, but I just want to feel something.
Yeah, to roll a 1 and a 2 on that was pretty ridiculous.
Praise our Jesus.
You say that now until we actually do a real fight.
Yeah, we're gonna find a real fight now, and he's gonna be like 19, 20, 19. Just wreck us.
Oh wow, they have it this blank. Okay. It's just gonna word. So you guys were heading upstairs after the day's rest here. I'll catch the clock up. I'm kind of working on a new design in the background. But Dazan tells you that, I feel that I can cast my magic again. And Dazan has full access to all of his spell slots now.
So he has like a 9th level spell now.
Let me pull in his exact sheet so I can tell you. I'm still decorating him, but essentially, yeah, he's got his full power back.
Well. Yo, I just
Okay, so like
thought of
I
something
didn't
he
realize
might
he was.
I
Go
thought he
ahead.
might be able to
Sorry.
help us with. He could maybe check out the Charlotte rock we have.
He's powerful enough to cast a simulacrum, so
Like we're out where we buried it, or we're close to where we buried it. So like he might be able to look at it for us.
should keep exploring.
Or at least maybe
There's some
cast
different
Identify on it and get some information, you know.
We also had some areas in here that we still didn't go look at, correct?
Oh yeah.
In here? I thought we went everywhere.
In here, actually, no. I'm sorry. Let me backpedal that. Y'all have pretty much been through here at this point.
Okay. I couldn't remember if last week we skipped like a hallway or two when we were coming through here.
Y'all were rather thorough going through here.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I can only see in a little bit of this room, but I'm pretty sure somebody went in there.
Yeah,
Like
I
these
went
doors,
in there.
like these doors just went to the stairs where there was nothing.
I think we did go through everything.
Pretty
Where's
sure,
gonna
yeah, pretty
remember?
sure we went everywhere. Oh, we do have the amulet. If he would give us the amulet still.
Yeah, that's another good point. He would definitely give you guys the amulet. I mean, the dude's elated. You know, he's alive.
Yeah.
All he's wanted is to like get his magic back and, you know, be a real person. Sleep.
Well, let's get on out of this tower then.
Still gotta find the Red Yeti, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can look around for it if it is real.
Like I said,
remember nobody in town seemed to know anything about it, so it doesn't exactly sound real.
Y'all ever heard of a red herring?
Well, yeah, but Maldron's really, really excited to see this fucking Red Yeti that guy keeps talking about back at the bar.
I mean, I'm kind of even then. I don't know what the guy would have wanted us to come out here for, though, because it doesn't seem like it'd be this. Which, so at that point, like, why did he want us to come out this way? Or did he just want us away from the bar? And we're gonna come back and he burned our tavern down.
If that happens, I'm gonna fucking go on a murder spree.
It sounds like super intent. And he's like, should I still call myself Dazan? Can you buy me a book? I really want a spell book now.
Yeah.
He's like, that's really what I need right now. It's a spell book. It will help me remember some of the things I had down.
I mean, I'm sure we can get one.
It would both be useful if you would like me to. Dazan knew some kind of spell to cast hurling spheres of fire and one to alter someone's time, or at least their perception of it, impeding it rather than boosting it.
Okay, so fireballs flow. I'm sure if nothing else, we could probably get one in like Bryn Shander, if nowhere else.
I mean, if you can order off for it, I don't want to go to Bryn Shander and cause a ruckus.
Well, I mean,
But I can do this now.
I mean, we could probably buy a spellbook in other places too, I would assume.
Zan kind of puts on a little disguise.
Yeah,
Turns into a fairly well-chested woman. So I don't really know who this is, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's not. It could be worse.
Figure out who you want to be. This is a new life, I guess.
Right, I guess so. Well, do you need a wizard? Or am I to go off in the snow like some kind of animal?
I mean, I think, yeah, you could probably come to the tavern and hang out.
Well, that sounds great. I've seen taverns through the memories, but I've never actually been in one. Tell me, what's alcohol like? It seems to be really
Amazing.
fun. Do you have any? He's like,
I would assume that Samson would have at least like a flask or like a water skin's worth of some liquor of sorts.
Achievement unlocked hedonism.
Yeah, like I think he would carry some type of. I'm not saying it would be good liquor or even necessarily tasty, but I think he would have some on him. I would gladly hand it over to him to try.
He takes a swig and goes, I was like coughing violently.
Clap him on the back.
He looks at you. Why the devil would someone drink this?
Well, that went well.
This is awful.
I agree.
I said, no, you must have this back. This is terrible.
Well, there's better stuff out there. We'll find you something you like. There's a liquor for everyone.
I've been told if you drink enough, it gets better.
I think I had enough.
Is it better?
You seem like a wine person. Maybe it could.
Perhaps something more refreshing. You'll have a.
I was about to start naming wines, but I'm not a wine person. So I was I was about to say like a half cab, but I was like, I think that's a shoe.
So we have a few things in our pin board. Namely, is like, would y'all attune for that shield guardian amulet?
Yeah, I feel like
Nikhil should have it, or because he's a sorcerer.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily help me too much. It's going to help. Mostly, it's going to help somebody who gets hit because it could absorb some damage for them.
Yeah, it absorbs 50% of the damage they take, and it regenerates 10 health around.
Yeah, this has a lot of HP. But it
goodness.
also it can store spells.
Oh, that's
So,
right.
like I'm thinking maybe modern, because modern could put a healing word into it, and then that way if modern gets knocked down, it can pick him up.
Actually, I could just give him
Do you have
prayer
to be the
healing.
one that puts the spells
Or
into him?
I guess anybody that has it.
Yeah,
could anybody put a spell into it, or does it have to be the person that's attuned to it?
So this is the technicality: is anyone that's attuned to the amulet can put the spell into it. However, that spell stays stored in there when the amulet changes owners.
Yeah, it says a spellcaster who wears the thing can store one spell. The wearer must cast the spell on the guardian.
I'll get spells next level.
Yeah, so I mean, if you cast, in theory, Modern could put like 4 healing words into it, and we could just hold on to them until they're needed.
Oh, that's so badass.
In case somebody gets knocked down, basically, and then give it to either like Samson or Tariq, whoever. Because it's going to be best on. It's going to be best on somebody getting hit, so that it could absorb damage.
I will let you know. I would be y'all's ultimate tank with this thing.
It's a singular 4th level spell, so it's like not 4 level 1s, but it'd be like a healing word. I'd cast it 4 at it.
Oh yeah, I read that. Yeah, I just read that.
You can only go up to 2.
But even then, you only really need 1 because we all put 1 in it, and you need like.
Now, question.
I feel like mostly it would be for emergency. Like if Modern goes down, we have somebody that can pick him up.
So, question, Mr. DM. Is it my role, or is it the person's who holds the amulet's role?
It's whoever charged the spell. It'd be they're probably DC. I don't know if it changes hands. I'd probably base it off the spell, like whoever's attuned to it, because that's kind of its function.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things God, what was I saying? You said you can only upcast Healing Word to level 2? That's wrong. You can cast that using any spell slot.
Well, right now we're only 4th level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, no,
It
you can
says-
cast that all the way up to a 9th if you want.
It says it's cast based on the parameters set by the original caster. Like, I would assume it's like a spell scroll. So the person that
Okay. Yeah, then we'll take
made
it
the spell is based on their stats, basically.
just kind of
so-
like state some concrete rules. We'll take it as whoever cast the spell will set the DC for the spell.
I mean, if we're doing what I'm thinking, to put like a healing word into it, it's only a matter of like a point or two different than healing anyway, so it wouldn't matter that much. Because a D4 plus your wisdom isn't going to change that much.
And it can be up to a 4th level spell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Imagine
Cure wounds.
put a massive self-destruct button, fireball.
I have a lot of people
Yeah,
that will use Fireball on him, and I mean it's quite effective. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Fireball.
Centered on
If you-
himself?
If
Yeah.
you have like 2 to 3 fireballs opening a fight, like it's pretty impressive. You know, they want to get guns busted.
Yeah, that might be something. I feel like that might be something to do when we get a little bit higher.
Yep.
I've seen some
I
shenanigans.
think right
with this
now,
mod.
yeah, I think right now our best thing would be to make sure we can get Modern up, because we did have that time when Modern went down and we had to
Oh,
wait
yeah,
on him.
a
We had to
moose.
wait on him to wake up.
Fucking moose, man.
We could. I mean,
Once we get a little bit higher. Now we do have potions and stuff, we didn't have at that time, so there is a little bit different, but yeah.
So
Let me just play
What
with
was-
the calendar real quick.
what was the other thing we got last week? We had to go to that drop off
We had to
something?
go to the cabin
Rations?
and go talk to the person. We have to go up to the cabin above Lonelywood, and we had to
Okay.
talk to the person and make sure he's okay, right?
I'm supposed to drop
Yeah,
off
and
a
give
care
him stuff.
package from
Yeah.
Copper Nopper Knocker.
Okay. Okay.
And then you wanted to go get something identified that y'all buried?
I think now that we have this dude, he can maybe. I don't know if identify on it would work. I mean, we already know it's the Charlton, so I don't know if identify would help us much. We buried it outside of Koenig, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Or
right.
was it outside of Denival? It was outside of Koenig, right? Because Denival is a weird devil place.
Yeah.
So it was we buried it by a tree outside of Koenig.
We should probably
Which we're over
him
here,
back
so
to
like
the tavern.
yeah, but we're
we
right
should
here.
probably-
So we have to walk past the thing. We could walk past Koenig to check out the thing and then get back to the tavern, though. Like we're already by
Yeah.
the Charlton Rock.
Oh, I thought we were way up where our icons are right now.
No, we're over here, right?
Ah,
Y'all are technically
Or somewhere in there, yeah.
right there.
oh, okay.
at the
I
top
thought we
of
were
the
in a
hill.
different spot. Apologies.
Yeah, and the Charlton's here, like right outside of town.
We're talking about going to the Black Cabin, which is
And then that's up there, so. I mean, yeah, I'd say stop here, Koenig, and just check out the rock and see if he can do anything to help us know what's going on with it.
Sounds like a plan.
And then head towards Lonelywood. I mean, I don't know if we want to look around a little bit for the moose at all. I mean, not moose, the Yeti. I'm pretty sure it's not real, though, given that nobody in town knew it.
Is everything we could keep our eyes out for Yeti tracks, yes? What's a Yeti look like?
Large, hairy. This one might be red.
I see. I don't think I've seen a Yeti before.
I mean, I'll make like an illusion, so it'll be small, but I'll make a minor illusion, be like, it looks like this, just much larger.
Oh, interesting. And it's roughly about 8 to 12 feet tall. My, what a massive creature. So,
Yeah.
let's go.
probably a good 6 hours to get to Kirkconnell, and it's getting within sight, like probably not any kind of discernible sight where you can tell what's going on. You can tell Desant's getting nervous.
He goes, should I feel like I should stay here.
mean, we don't really. I mean, I guess we could carry the rock a little bit. Do we have a bag we could put it in that nothing else is in? Does anyone have like an open bag?
I would assume I have like a pouch or something.
That we could we put it in a bag before and it like made all the food and stuff rot, and whoever was carrying it.
Yeah, but whoever was carrying it got sick or something.
Yeah, so we don't want to carry it very far.
I got a bag.
Or carry it with anything. Like, and potentially, like, put it in a bag and then, like, tie it to a rope and drag it behind us.
I don't have anything like that in my repertoire. If I had a book, perhaps I could learn to do something, but I'm afraid that no. Regardless, if the substance you say is tainting things around it, we don't want to take it with us, do we?
Well, no, I just wanted you to look at it and see if you could do anything magically to figure out what it is.
I don't have access to identify or even a book at this point where I could utilize it. The knowledge is up here, but the magical prowess I need in order to cast the magic is unavailable to me at this time.
Okay, so we don't really have any reason to go get it at all right now, then.
I suppose not.
Or I guess, do you know anything about Chardolin being smart?
He kind of searches his annals here. I can't say that I do. No. What is it?
A rock that sucks.
A rock that sucks.
That's perfect.
Huh. I'm afraid I don't understand. You'll have to show me.
Well, it's a black rock, and it made our food rot, and it made Tarek feel sick, and it's just not a good rock.
It just sucks.
Zahn kind of takes a little bit of analysis here.
And some bad dwarves had it.
It sounds like the item is tainted. Have you tried purifying it?
Fuck, really?
Try that. I guess we could come back if Maldred couldn't do that sometime. Since I'm assuming you probably didn't.
All I need to do is like meditate 10 minutes.
I mean, I don't know if it might take like a greater restoration or some shit too, though. It might take something higher than what you'd have.
Oh, if only y'all knew a place where you could get greater restoration.
Oh, wait, the pool.
Wait, but where's the pool at? The pool is down here?
Where those damn Yetis are at.
The pool is down here? Alright.
The pool was,
Oh, wait, no, the pool was over by Good Me. The pool was over here.
There you go.
That's a fucking long mission.
I mean, I don't want to carry that thing down there. Like, if we're going to do that, we got to figure out a way to carry it that we're not, like, physically carrying it.
How fast did y'all get sick when you carried this thing?
I think, like, as soon as he started carrying it in his bag.
Dazan says, well, you can bind my hands, perhaps. I'm not going to take anything personal to it, but I will take one for the team if it will make you feel better.
I mean,
No. He just started living.
Yeah, I don't think we need to risk you, especially because that'd be going down towards East Haven. That's probably a bad idea.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, I think we should probably head back to the tavern and drop him off, and maybe see if we can find that little douchebag that told us about the Red Yeti. And
you could drop me off, or I could go with you for a little bit. I don't want to hold up your travels, but I'll leave that up to you. Still, I'd rather at least have a book.
I mean,
what am I to do? Just sit in my room and read blank pages?
I mean,
is there any problem you think bringing him to the Black Cabin?
I mean, if we go.
Oh, the Black Cabins. What's that?
But he's not gonna be able to help us if he doesn't have the book. We're gonna need a book first. There's no point in taking him if he can't do anything.
Well, he's been in a tower for a while.
I think if we go towards Turlemaine, would probably have a book, right? Be in one of the bigger cities.
It's kind of. I don't think we're going to be well liked in Tourmaline. One of the group was from there.
Well, you don't have to go in Tourmaline. I'm saying, like, we could run in and buy a book real fast.
Okay. I'm listening.
and then we could take you to Lonelywood, and you could deal with your book while we go to the Black Cabin.
I'm not going to complain about that offer.
That
Because I mean,
sounds like a good idea.
it's going to take you some time to get your book together, right?
Well, I have to remember everything and jot it down back into the book and meditate. Yes, it's going to take me a while, and I'm kind of broke, too.
Yeah, so if we head towards home, basically, we could stop in Turtle Main for a spell book, and then drop him off at the tavern at Lonelywood, and then go up. I think would make sense.
About to supplement this goddamn wizard learning spells.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay for all these spells, but we can at least pay for a spell book.
I'll work them off if you help me. I will make spell scrolls for you.
There's some high level spells. I don't
yeah.
mind paying for some an 8th level spell. As me,
He technically caps out at a 5th level on his sheet.
Hey, there's still some good 5th level spells.
He has animate objects he can teach you.
Yeah, so
You say, give me a mess kit. I want to show you a trick. If only I had a spell book.
I mean, yeah, we can. I don't think we have the goal to do a lot of that right now, but we gotta start. We gotta get the tavern and start making money. And
do you think perhaps this is just me spitballing here? But do you have a contact in East Haven? I hear it's rather unscrupulous in its morals at times.
what did we do in East Haven? We went and watched the guy get burned. What else did we do? Did we do anything there?
Cauldron. Found the fisherman.
Okay,
Also,
the fisherman was.
It's also the White Lady Inn, the ferry.
Okay, so that's where. Is the White Lady gone? Did we kill her, or is she still there? I guess we probably don't know, right?
Kind of. I think it's been long enough at this point. Maybe a little to tell you guys kind of what happened, but I don't remember the outcome necessarily. Did y'all take Maud's offer? Did you let her go? You did, didn't you?
No, we killed her.
Yeah.
We had to fight the White Lady, and she possessed Tarek, and
that's right. Yeah, that's wow. I can't believe I forgot that. Okay. Yeah, the White Lady is still very present, and
who's this White Lady?
The White Lady is a ghost that initially she kind of helped us, but then we made her angry and she tried to kill us. And
does she want to talk to your managers?
No, she just kind of wanted us to die, and then she possessed Tarek, and she said she was going to drown him in the lake. But she also apparently knows where a treasure is, so maybe if we can make that up to her somehow, she'll tell us.
So this is the out of character bit here is Maud made a deal with both the White Lady and her husband, and kind of made sure that they would be split up forever.
Oh, yeah.
And by you guys killing Maud, you took the only resolution for the White Lady off the table, which is Maud brings up a treasure chest from the bottom of the water that has the husband and the wife's hands with their wedding bands on.
Yeah, the hag wanted her to let us go, and we didn't let her go, and that didn't make the White Lady happy.
I wonder if one of us went down there and got the treasure chest, would it work?
I mean, it's frozen and
stuff.
Or we can have the Shield Guardian do it.
Negative 40 degree water and dredging lock denizens, which by lake standards is...
I forgot that we're in a frozen tundra.
It's
for a split
13
second,
miles.
Yeah.
By 6 miles, roughly.
Yeah, I don't think it's
that was
without some pretty nice.
That was a stupid thing for me to say. Yeah.
Either
I forgot where we were.
We'd have to know where it is, and even then we'd have to have some
78 square miles to cover on the bottom.
Yeah, we would need to know where it was, and even then, even if we knew where it was, we'd have to have some pretty good magic or something to even pull it off.
Shield Guardian.
I mean, you could, in theory, tell the shield guardian just walk around until it finds it, but it might take a while.
Yeah, is he with us though?
Oh, we need to find it. I'm pretty sure.
That was the
Oh,
other
yeah.
thing.
According
we
to
were
the
kinda
according
getting
to the
at.
thing for the item, the person who attunes to it will know where it is. So in theory, like, we're gonna have to go find it somewhere.
So who's attunes to it?
I guess I'm the lucky guy until I give it to someone else.
All right, so you should have been able to attune while we were waiting on him to wake up. Then, so you should be able to be attuned right now.
So what's it called again?
Shield Guardian Amulet.
Okay, added, and then let me re-import it, I guess.
So yeah, you should be able to know like what direction it is, and I think what distance even. Oh god, it's way over there.
My god. You would make me work for it.
Hey, but it says that it can absorb the shit. It will absorb damage no matter the distance. So technically, all the way over there, it can still take half your damage.
I think they have to be within 60, or it's either 30 or 60 feet of each other for that to take place.
I think it said no matter the distance.
I think it's under the bound feature if you look at the creature.
That's a journey. That's like one of those side quests you get in a game, like real early. That's like a real high level thing, and you're like, I'll get to that.
Man, I know on the item thing it says even at a distance, not any distance. Okay.
Well, it says we can call
within
the shield guardian to us.
Within 60 feet, you can do the bound thing.
As long as the guardian and the amulet are on the same plane of existence, the amulet's wearer can telepathically call the guardian to travel to it. So why don't we just call him to us?
Oh yeah, so I guess it could slowly walk to us.
The guardian can't answer you.
It might be locked up. Yeah, it might be locked up somewhere. It's probably like in a room. It's been locked in a room somewhere. We have to go get it out. That would have been too easy.
And I just let you know, I'm
that would have been too easy. Yeah, you'll get your shield guardian in a week because it can walk you.
Yeah, fucking walk. Unless he's stuck, then it's just like, hey guys, he's stuck.
Okay, so it's way the fuck down. Good lord,
That's a mission for another day.
I know, we don't even know what's down there. Like, we don't even know if we're high enough level to go down there and not die.
Where are we going now?
That's my real question. Lonelywood.
I think we head towards Tourmaline to get a book.
Okay.
Wait, why was he telling us to go to East Haven? That's how this whole thing derailed. He wanted us to potentially go to East Haven for what?
I don't think he wanted y'all to go to East Haven, did he?
Yeah, he said East Haven because he said there was unscrupulous people there.
Oh, that's right. Oh man, wow, sorry. Kind of demonstrating his worth. He says, once every 2 days I can make an invisibility scroll. I'm sure it would sell for quite well in East Haven.
Okay, but you would need your book first, right?
Well, of course, but the investment of the book and the materials you could provide me would surely outweigh what you could potentially sell. Simply, if I spend a month writing you invisibility scrolls, that's... You could have does the math. 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold a month, basically, just making invisibility scrolls. That would be nice.
They sell for 100 gold a pop, and he can make one every 3 days.
Okay, so... I mean, for one thing, do we have... I guess between us we do... A spellbook is like 50 gold on D&D Beyond. I don't know if that's for you.
Yeah, it's 50 gold. He's mainly for him, he may need like his own little place set up. You don't want people prowling around going, who is this wizard that you have here?
Yeah, we're gonna need to like...
We just set him up with a room.
We're gonna need to like pull some money to buy a spellbook in Tourmaline and then...
Go bury him in the basement or something.
Give him a room to hide away in the inn.
Well, I have some gold I could throw forward.
I mean, we have enough, but I just don't think any of us have enough individually. I have like 23.
We can wait another week and then maybe see how much our bar makes. Too.
Yeah, but a week is like, if we wait a week, that's like three. That's like 3 spells he could be making.
Let me see. Let me kind of dip into what. Because Raj was somebody. Who else was here? Did we have anybody else?
Raj and Rowan.
What did I give Ron? Ron was the author.
I don't think either of them. I don't think either of them are going to have a ton of gold either, because most of the gold we got, we spent on the inn, and then a lot of the quest rewards were stuff for the inn.
That's true.
And
still, maybe I'll bring out some interesting tidbits here. You do have the Black Cabin, which I think would be kind of an interesting thing. So, presuming, like, y'all probably, I'm just going to spitball here and, like, dock you a day, basically, for running the errands and getting back and, you know, hanging out the inn. And basically, it's like morning the next day. You guys have been in Lonely Wood. We can certainly pursue other routes and go rumor mongering, or if y'all wanted to press towards the Black Cabin, that's on the books as well.
I did, before we left, I did want to give, what is his name again? The wizard guy? I keep forgetting.
He needs a new name. Right now we call him Nizan, and that's not really something we want to stick. So what would you call me?
I mean, I guess you should think what you want to call yourself. It's your name. I mean, I don't know.
So what do you think of pepper?
I mean, it's a good condiment.
What's a condiment?
It's something you put on food. I mean, do you like the name Pepper?
I guess it gives a little razzle-dazzle.
I mean, try it out for a week, and then you could change it to something else. If you don't like Pepper. Okay, Pepper.
Well, what would you call this one?
I don't know, man. Who's to say?
Pepper it is.
I pull out a kind of like a thick leather tome, and like some of it is like in giant. And like here, it's something to read. It's some's in common, some's in giant. It's mostly about armor and runes, but it's something to read while you're here and don't have a spell book. So
it's good. I like reading.
You know, it's better than nothing. So, yeah. Don't drink any more alcohol today. It's not good for you. And then we can get on with our day.
I forgot he drank that. He's probably like extremely gregarious drunk throughout your passage there.
Going like, look, isn't that the most funniest looking wooden creature out there? Look, it's fucking adorable.
It's like a wolf encircling you guys. Yeah, just drunk banter. After wearing off, he kind of gets a headache.
So why do people drink this shit? Can I get some water?
Sure.
But, so you guys go through the effort of getting him his spellbook, getting him into Lonely Wood here. What would you like to do today? Kind of setting him up. Well, I guess we'll talk about other bits and measures here. Y'all could post him up in a room and just have him hold up in one of the inn rooms for now.
Yeah, you just have him hold up and tell him to disguise himself if he wants to come out and do stuff.
That's right. Well, limit my exposure to the outside when using disguise self. I can handle that.
Yeah, until we can figure something better out. I think were we able to get him a spellbook? Do y'all want to go in on that? Is that worth, like, I think it's worth probably getting him set up.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Like,
yeah,
everybody
for sure.
do like 12 gold and 5 silver would be even.
Yeah. We'll throw down on
Yeah,
that.
no problem.
Do that. If y'all get him some, basically just a bunch of parchments and a quill and some ink, he'll scroll out however many parchments you want for invisibility scrolls, one per.
I mean, what kind of cost is that going to be?
God, what are parchments? Let me look them up real quick.
I mean, we just
I
need,
think they're like,
paper.
50. Isn't it 50 gold for like everything with ink and quill and parchment? Is that to learn each spell?
I know his spell book is, yeah, he's got to like learn spells, but that's what the spell book is for. That's like his focus, is to put all the spells in there.
Parchment says a silver.
So, like, if you did, 20 spell scrolls, it'd be, what is that, 2 gold?
Says ink would be
Or 4 gold.
1 ounce of ink is 10 gold.
An ounce of ink. I mean, that could still go for a long time. I used to do calligraphy, so an ounce of ink can, like, last you. I'd say probably at least a spell book. I mean, you may need, like, 2, maybe. But,
2 things of ink.
yeah. Just to be on the safe side, that would put him well into reserve, especially if he's trying to write his whole spell book again.
Okay, so that'd be like 20 more plus a little bit more for paper for him
I'll say
to,
like 25 total, just to round it up. It'd be a
so
nice
like
even
25
number.
for him to get the ink and some parchment to start making scrolls.
And then 50 on top of that for the book, so that puts 75 in to get them all started up.
Okay, well the 12 and a half, that I already told you all. So then beyond that would be like 6
more
more,
gold.
and I'll
Well,
put 7. If all
yeah.
y'all put 6, I'll do 7, and then that should be 75 total for everything. So
So how much gold
It's
should we take
18.
out each?
so altogether, you all do 18.5.
It's 18 gold, 7 silver, 5 copper.
Got
Well,
it.
you all just do 18 and a half, and I'll do 19 and a half just to make it easier because I don't like copper.
All right.
So 4 now.
So I have 4 gold left, but that's fine.
Oof.
I mean, none of us should have much of anything left, I don't think.
Actually, I have 25 gold left.
You must have like started with more or something then.
No, I don't know if you guys put this in your inventory when we got gold from our first opening day. We did pretty well our opening day.
Oh, yeah.
I think I did. I bought some stuff. I might have. I've bought some stuff too that you might. That probably remind me.
Probably.
Because I've bought some like caltrops and mulberries and some different things that I just like having.
Well, I think we'll be getting this back pretty quick. So
Yeah, if he's making scrolls, we're gonna get this back in like less than a week, basically.
So here, I'll give you 5 gold, man. You need something.
I mean, we don't have anything to buy right now, so it's fine. Like, I don't.
Just in case.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I'll take it. We don't have anything to buy at the moment, so I'm kind of like whatever.
So
All right, well, I'd say we get him set up and then wait till morning and then head up to this cabin. Unless anybody has something to do. Oh, I did have that I wanted like a cork board if people needed us to help them with stuff. Is there anything on our cool board?
Probably not at the moment. I'll probably refresh it after the Black Cabin. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, so I'd say head to the cabin then, since we don't really
Cool.
have anything else to do.
Especially since we're kind of pigeonholed. I'm like, no, nothing on the board yet.
Let's make our way to the cabin.
Making our way downtown to the
How
cabin.
far is the cabin or so from here?
It's a bit of a walk. It's at least probably the greater part of a day's journey.
So,
Even though let's look at the map and I'll tell you. Give me a second. I'm cleaning up something in the background here. Some of these maps I haven't used in so long. They're like in campaigns that aren't even going anymore. Okay, there's that. You know, the greatest part about having a mouse skin is being able to wall things in Foundry. I've got a homebrew that's coming out on Wednesday. It's like saved my ass. Okay, so you can see by the map, if we're in Lonelywood right here, when I bring out my trusty rusty ruler. And if you beeline it, it's about 6 miles, which on foot is about 12 hours.
oh yeah, we're burning daylight, gentlemen.
Well, it's not much of that anyway, so.
How's the weather today, though?
Probably like usual, shitty, snowy.
Oh,
Let
shit.
me get some ambience going for you. Tell you exactly how good it is.
It's a fucking
Stick my
storm.
head outside. Stick my head outside. It sucks. It's not getting any better.
It's a balmy, like 40, 45 degrees.
It's a little warmer today, guys.
Sorry, negative 40, negative 45 degrees.
Oh, it's a little warmer today, guys.
It's kind of a grim journey going through here. Let me get on my game here. Okay, not really relevant then. So y'all spend the greater part of the day here, kind of camped in. You wake up real early, set up for the black cabin. It's probably like 7 in the morning, so it gets you to about 7:30 before you guys finally come up on this place. It's been a rather peaceful day, eerily peaceful, almost in a sense. Making your way through the woods, may occasionally see like some local fauna, some local wildlife around, but nothing that's noteworthy or too much of a distraction carrying yourselves to your destination. So you guys eventually come up to the cabin itself. Just like the instructions said, it's on the edge of a ridge here, and as you come up, perched on the edge of a snowy ridge above a gorge is a black lodge on wooden stilts. Whatever the path might have led to this ramshackle retreat lies buried under snow. Icy steps climb to a snow-covered walkway that clings to the south side of the structure. The building's slumped posture and sagging snow-covered roof, coupled with broken windows and loose flapping shutters, suggest utter abandonment. Large snowdrifts huddle around the rotting stilts and engulf a number of woodsheds and an outhouse. Only the wind visits this sinister place.
This is kind of fucking creepy. I'm assuming we don't see anyone.
Nah, not offhand. I'm putting you guys in real quick. You're gonna make a retired folder.
Yeah, Nikhil, what are we supposed to deliver again?
Good question.
He gave us
A care package.
care package. I think Tark has it. Did we look at the care package? Did we look at it at all?
I don't think we did.
It's like a book, a bottle of wine, maybe some cheese, some seasoning, some crackers, things like that. Genuine care package.
Okay, so nothing weird.
Yeah.
Okay, well. I mean, is there any indication that, like, somebody's here? Is there, like, a chimney or something, or?
Nothing.
Good old chimney.
So there's a big building and a small building?
Should we call out?
Turn some light on for Tarek here.
What's their name again? Who are we meeting here?
Macradius?
Macradius?
Okay, so there's like a little firewood shed here. There's whatever this tiny building is beside us.
It seems to have a crescent moon on the outside of it.
Yeah, I can see in some windows. I'm not seeing anybody.
As you guys are kind of looking around, imagine you can't see in the windows because that's roughly about 20 feet high. There is the staircase leading upward this direction, rising 20 feet. Now, as you guys are taking it in, this thing is on like 20-foot stilts. Tarek, as you start to get close and look around it, you realize there's a full-on stilt right here that's like not even connected to the ground anymore. And this part of the cabin just seems to be overhanging on the cliff here.
Okay, so it's like not going to be sturdy if we go up there.
Kind of looking at it, you guys are taking it in, getting a clear indication of what you see, and yeah, you can tell that there's like a patch, and I don't know, this space is almost like a rectangle in front of you, based off of the boards underneath and the framing, that the left-hand side of the rectangle is not safe, especially in the center of it. Looking at it around, a lot of this footing around here appears to be in the same condition, where it's got a degree of rot, much like what you see underneath this area.
Let's go upstairs, Samson.
Wait, unless somebody isn't going to object, I want to open this little shed thing just to make sure nothing's weird going on.
The shed with the moon on it?
This little building, yeah, this little building right here.
You open it up, and there's a few scribbles of parchment on the ground, but there's definitely a hole that's full of shit in the ground too.
Oh, so it's an outhouse. Wonderful. I'll close that. It's
Like-
the shitter, guys.
It's like
Nothing
the
weird
evil
going
eight.
on.
The shitter's out in the middle of a snow. Gotta put fucking poles down. Get to the shitter.
Or you know what we could do if you want to, like, if we have any concerns here. Or I guess if this whole thing's on stilts, I don't know if I could climb or not. Can I climb a stilt?
Usually the framing on a stilt is going to be around the perimeter, especially in construction. It'd be at like joints. So like this would be a fine point right here where you could probably climb
So
up.
I could, like, spider climb a joint, a stilt, though, to get up to the side.
Yeah, and in fact, looking at this window above,
Yeah, so, like, do y'all want me to go up and, like, look from the window to look? Or do we want to just go to the door and knock?
I mean, the thing is, we're not expecting anything cult-like. It's just the care package. Just drop off the thing and leave, right?
You never know. It could be weird shit. We're weird shit everywhere we go.
It's true, but if you're imposing that, like, we're being, like, rude, that's another thing, too.
I mean, if I had a house on stilts, I wouldn't be expecting anybody to look in the window, so I wouldn't be watching for that.
I mean, if your choice, if you want to be invisible and
Here's some.
Why was it going to be invisible? That's expensive.
expensive. That's true.
It's only got so many level 2 slots right now.
It's up to you. I'll just Meldrum will just walk up the stairs, and if it's just a package,
I'll be fine. I'll just go up the stairs too then. What?
come on, a little bit of excitement, huh?
You know, what's the worst that could happen? Somebody pops out and stabs us.
Probably.
Never gave us any indication it was dangerous or anything.
They're creeping up the stairs here. You see a window you're coming up to, as well as a door over here.
Is my little legs able to jump over these little gaps?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can certainly do that. You also see an intact
These
window
stairs-
here and here. Kind of peeping in here, Maldron, you see an assortment of tools that are on this table, but a lot of this room is covered in frost.
I'll relay. I'll tell him. It appears to be frozen inside. Doesn't look like anyone's been here for quite some time.
I mean, besides, if it's frozen inside, this guy's probably not here.
There's as you kind of look on the table, there seems to be a collection of smith's tools and tinkering tools spread across this table.
Is it frost over, or does it look like it's been disturbed?
Doesn't look like it's been used in quite some time.
Yeah, I'll relay that to them, and I'm like, okay, so why would he send us to drop something off if no one's here?
Well, it could be a pointless mission again. So, just like the Yeti.
Well, he may not have known that he wasn't here because he hadn't spoken to him in a long time.
That's true. His friend could also just be dead. Is there a skeleton anywhere?
But the thing is, that's just a little odd. If you haven't heard someone, why would you bring a care package specifically to here instead of looking for your friend?
Maldron, you see the door to this place over here. But Nikal and Tarek have both seen that side of the house is very unstable. It's also about a 120-foot drop down the cliff below, so that's 12d6 damage.
Samson's still at the bottom of the stairs because he's not sure. I'm a pretty big guy, and these, the stilts, and it doesn't look really. Do I got a sense that it can hold me if I go up these stairs and onto this porch and house?
I mean, like
That's
everything on the
over a ledge.
eastern side of the house looks good. It's the west that looks really trepidatious.
Okay, so I'm gonna come upstairs.
Like, your footing is pretty low. It's looking towards here, and especially Tarek seeing the rod on like these portions of the wood for the catwalk above. Doesn't look good. You're kind of seeing a bit of curiosity in here as you are peeping through the window too. There's a lot of black smudge on the ground over here. Smudge, like charcoal dust, but in a really highly concentrated impact.
All right. Meldrum will open the door to the frost room just to get a better idea.
That's everything. It's just coated in a thin layer of rime in this room. There's a bookshelf kind of in the northeastern corner.
I'm
I'll
just
go look.
gonna.
See if there's any written journal.
Nothing in here. There's like some paper detritus from, you would guess, some kind of mammal or rodent. nested in the bookcase, especially given you find kind of a hole in the wall in there behind it. But in terms of like something discernible, no. You just find the smith's tools and the what did I say, the jeweler's tools or artificer's tools, something like that.
I'll probably bag the smith tools because that could come in handy for our bar if anything breaks.
Smith's tools and tinker's tools.
Yep.
Honestly, probably grab everything. Tools are expensive. Even if we just sell them, tools are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a quick, just divine sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of step up to the middle of the doorway to try to like center myself, looking at this lodge. Be like right there, I guess.
That's Samson, right?
Yeah. Undead, 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 undead.
Wait, what do you mean? You sense undead, or you're just saying undead, undead, undead? Just...
Oh, I'm just. Oh no, that was me making a joke real quick.
Oh.
Waiting for
I
a
thought you were an
response.
alarm.
I'm so sorry. No.
Oh, that's just me anyway. Just kidding. I don't
Give out.
register as undead.
I don't. I think I'm not feeling anything. But it's not kind of weird. But feel like warm and like, you know, it's weird explaining the feeling sometimes. Do you ever feel like you're being watched, but you're not sure from where, but it's like kind of, you know what I'm trying to say? Because I don't. I don't know. This place is. I feel.
So you feel like someone's watching you?
No, like.
It might be Tarek. He's kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm in a field. In like the summer sun.
You're definitely out there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I like it. I want to know more.
What? That's.
Yeah. It like.
Is this,
I don't know. It's. Hey, the gods move in mysterious ways.
Yeah, is this coming?
What can I say?
So this is coming from something you did?
Yeah, just a little divine sense. You saw me do it in the tower. I can kind of. I don't know the exact how it works. But I can sense what's around me.
It's almost like this area is hallowed in a sense.
Yeah.
I get everything out of character.
Level 1 paladin. He's
this place is consecrated somehow.
Yeah.
But
this is a new feeling for Samson. I don't think I've ever probably, really like done a divine sense in a hallowed place and be like, holy shit, this is nice.
yeah, that's kind of strange. I mean, I think maybe we should be careful.
I don't, it's to feel warmth in this really cold wasteland. I don't know. I have a good feeling about it.
Well, if you have a good feeling, how about you go to the other door and check it out?
And the other door is over where it's kind of hanging off, correct?
Uh-huh. But if you take a step forward...
fuck it, man, I'll go.
Take a step forward.
Oh, you can see the window, I guess.
There's a window right in front of you. I mean, as you look in, there's a coalescence of that charcoal pattern, like an impact happened right there.
Oh shit.
And you swear you see like some glittering coming from inside the whiteout, and off to the side, you distinctly see a weird object. I'm gonna PM it to you. Actually, no, I'm gonna save it so I don't have spoilers.
Does it look like I can open these windows at all?
You can certainly bust them in. Open them? Yeah. They're probably locked from the inside.
Yeah, and I have such a good feeling about this place. I don't feel like I would want to break the windows. It would feel disrespectful.
Given
kind
what's
of, like-
in front of you, it may be a necessity. This is also the
What
other
kind
angle.
of what kind of like walls and stuff is this?
Wood. Like everything here is distinctly wood. That object is hanging off like just down to the table underneath. Kind of
What is this thing? Can I make out any of the runes from where I'm at if I give like a perception check?
probably too far, just given the distance and how small it is.
Okay, if you before we try to like do anything here, I could if we want to, I could pretty much scan like at least that room. I can see that door over on the other side, which I think probably goes out the back. It might be another room back here, but if I cast detect thoughts, I could pretty much tell if there's any creature anywhere in here.
Ooh, smart.
Yeah,
As long as
absolutely.
they have at least 3 intelligence, which is most things.
You know, burn the slot to garner that information real quick.
Do you think that's worth it for us to do, guys?
I would say just
Hey.
climb the roof and just see if there's any opening shingles and then just go from there.
What about if you climbed over to the other side
Mhm.
using your spider climbing, and then maybe see if you could get in one of the doors on the other side of the room?
I mean, you can always
Exactly.
just walk around the building potentially. Let me walk around.
Careful though. This
I'm on
is
the wrong thing.
I'll go with Nikel.
And I'll just walk around back to see if it looks like, because we didn't really go all the way back to see if there's another room. Oh wait, no, this is deeper than it looks. There is going to be another room.
yeah. I walked like kind of halfway over there, but I came back. I
Yeah, I
didn't finish
walked a
the
little bit. I
circle.
didn't walk far enough to realize there's no room. Okay, so there's no doors back here. There's windows. I could look in a window. I could climb up and look in windows. It might be better to just cast detect thoughts and walk and run around the building real fast. Or I guess I could run under the building if it's on stilts and cover the whole building and see if anybody's here.
Yeah, I'd probably just do that.
Would be the easiest way to determine if anybody's here or not.
I like the idea. Sounds good to me.
Okay, I'll cast detect. Okay, I can like run like under the building, right? Like it's.
Yeah, you could run. That's what I was going to qualify as. Are you going around the perimeter, or are you?
I'll just
going
run under
underneath?
it because it's 30 feet. So if I run like under it through the middle,
Yeah,
it should
that gives
cover
you
the whole building.
coverage. Yeah, if you
Like
if you cast detect thoughts, you're not detecting anything that's around.
Yeah, it's a. What am I concentrating on? Sure, I'll end concentration on whatever I'm concentrating on.
Sorry, I turned a bunch of things on, so some stuff.
Yeah, okay, so I'll cast detect thoughts and I'll run like straight across to see if there's any thinking creature.
You don't think it would be. Nothing is on radar. This place seems utterly empty.
Okay, so at that point I'll be back at the front. I guess Modern will follow me probably. Then I'll run back up here. Okay, so there's nobody here unless they're really, really stupid.
Tarek, you see Samson kind of approaching the rafters over there.
I mean, I could get to that door because I could walk along the wall. I mean, you could probably
I
jump
mean, it's
that
a little. Yeah,
distance,
this.
whether or not
It's
it
a.
breaks.
How
That's
big's the
problem.
gap? I'm fine. Nothing to worry about.
It doesn't look very safe over there.
For this place, I'll risk it.
I mean, we could just climb through the window.
I don't want to break the window. It just feels. I don't know.
He doesn't want to break the window.
How big is this little gap?
It's about like a 3 foot, 4 foot gap.
Did any of the windows look broken as I went around, like me and Marta went around? Like, did anything
This
look
one
open?
over here was broken.
Okay, if there's a broken window already.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a broken
Hey, if
window
it's-
there. I could climb up and then drop a rope, and y'all can climb up too. So if you don't want to break any more.
I think you might be able to open it from the inside. If it's locked, maybe it can be unlocked from the inside, and we can climb in.
Yeah, I mean, if it's already broken, hey, it's already broken. No reason to break anymore. But yeah, hell yeah, that sounds like a plan to me.
Okay, let's go over towards the east side of the building.
Okay.
I'll let you get in there, get a rope down.
Yeah, so I'll come over here and I'll climb up here. I guess I don't know if it'll let me do that. Okay, yep, and I'll drop a rope down.
As I wait about like 2 minutes or however long I think it would take for him to get over there, I'm gonna make a little leap across.
Oh my god.
As you
I mean, I was assuming people were following me, but
as you do so,
I was gonna wait till you open the window.
to give me a dex save because you definitely weigh more than 150 pounds.
I was gonna drop a rope, but I guess if nobody's followed me,
I don't know. I would be close to 150. We could wait.
Samson, how tall are you?
It's not a matter too of how much you weigh. It's also what gear you have.
Yeah, that too. You have
Oh.
130 pounds of gear
okay.
plus body weight.
Like, I'm small
Yeah,
and
I
I
have
have like
71 pounds.
100 pounds
Yeah.
of gear as it is, like myself, and I'm
It's
small.
I forget how.
Like
I
if he's
forgot how
6'2" and buff, he's probably like 6'2" and probably about 190 to 200.
It's gotta be 220, man. Pure muscle.
If he's going like
220.
hog cleaner, like a pretty thick dude,
Yeah.
probably 220.
Yeah. I don't know. Sit at 6 foot. I'm at 195, and I'm pretty muscular. Yeah. I weigh more than 150.
I have 100 pounds of gear and I don't have armor.
I forgot how much fucking chainmail is.
You're probably sitting around like 300 total.
We'll say like
Thereabouts.
220. 300.
Yeah, you're carrying 130, so if you're about like 170.
I'm gonna say Samson's about 215.
215, so that puts you about like 335.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
give me that deck save.
Yeah. All right. Big money, baby. 15.
Yay! You're not dead, Samson. You're only gonna fall 20 feet and take
bonus action. Bonus action. I'm gonna pop out my wings, and I'm just gonna fly.
What?
You all see these beautiful, just like if you could think angelic wings to like a perfection, exactly that. Beautiful. And yeah, I just fly up to the door. That's why I had no fear to jump. I had all the confidence in the world. God had my back.
You can see the visual stain.
And once I get inside, I'm gonna, with whatever, I have it for a minute, so I would fly my ass over here to like where it looks a little more sturdy, and I know that ground is below me.
Kind of open the window for the others.
And open a window.
You should.
And then I'm gonna wait.
There. Now, Tark.
I'm gonna wait at the window that they're coming in.
Okay.
I'm not like next to that room.
Yes. Well, I mean, while I was living, I'd be opening this door and walking around.
You'd look at the room, though. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, I'd look around the room too before I left.
There's wooden planks that have been nailed, or that's kind of taken care of on your end. You would have taken those down. The furnishings in here include a saggy double bed and a bookcase containing some folded clothes, a few blank sheets of parchment, and a set of calligrapher's supplies. Next to the bookcase is a soot-stained hearth, wherein you see a scroll that lies amid the ashes.
Oh, I'll take that.
It seems to be a letter addressed to Macradius.
Radius? Is that the person we talked to?
No, it was the person you were supposed to come and give the care package to.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna pause it now. You guys coming in here, because I'm assuming you've got the letter, you want to come out. You guys are in here taking in the scene around you. And this room contains a lingering smell of burnt wood. You also catch the faint odor of wine lingering somewhere. Snow has fallen through the holes in the roof, then been pushed into corners by stiff winds blowing through broken windows. The walls and furnishings are scorched black, including a table with the charred remains of a book on it. Next to the table on the floor, amidst several broken wine bottles, is a mostly incinerated spot on the ground with a round frost-covered object about 6 inches in diameter, which is what I showed to Samson. I'm going to show you guys in Discord now.
Oh yeah, now can I take a look at these rooms?
Yeah, absolutely. Take a look at them like visually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just try to see if I can read them or discern. I'm not touching the thing, but
Yeah.
now that I'm closer,
Let me
the
put
language
this
I
in y'all's.
recognize.
I'll say too, once I'm back in here with everybody, I'll probably read this scroll and see what it says.
The scroll has a letter, like I said, addressed to Macradius. I'm going to address the scroll real quick because I'm going to dig on the other answer. And it says,
Macradius, I've had enough of this damned relentless cold. I feel it creep into my bones, my head, my heart. I'm heading back to 10 towns for a decent meal and a warm bed. I fear this endless winter has humbled your mind, and any tinkerer worth their chains can see the summer star is a fool's errand. Maybe without me here to incessantly complain to, you'll finally snap out of your obsession. If you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, might I suggest that 3 is better than 2? I considered telling you before, but you were particularly rude about the dinner I made last night. May the light of the Morning Lord protect you. Signed, Copper.
Copper. Oh, Copper's who sent us here. Okay, so he left because he wasn't being valued. But then he got worried because he hadn't talked to the guy. That's what it sounds like.
if you're looking at the ruins, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh, so close to being an answer. And then just nope. RNG said nope.
I love rolling zeros. The best.
But do I at least recognize the? Do I recognize the language or no?
This would come across to it's magic.
I mean, runes.
Yeah.
Modern would maybe know something with runes.
Especially it's like
There
a
are
visual
cane
thing. Like,
Yeah.
I have 0 to my Arcana, so.
I mean, what kind of runes are they? Is it like dwarvish runes that Modern would know, or like magic runes that maybe I would know?
I don't know. You guys can't get through it. Like, part of it is frost covered, so you know.
We have to touch it.
I want to touch it.
Or warm it up somehow so we could see it better.
I want to touch
I
it.
mean, we could start
You,
a fire and warm the place up.
Let me also show you all this. There seems to be a necklace, like I said, in the center of the glass here.
Okay, now this little thing, is this rock like
This item,
Looks 6 inches. So this rock is like, is this like, look like the chardoin we had?
no, definitely not. This seems to be like a porous mineral, almost in a sense. Check this guy's out. This is the necklace that you see glittering.
Maldrin. You wanna maybe pop detect magic?
Yeah. Just don't touch anything. I'll sit. I don't know. I don't trust Samson. I'm gonna walk. Where's all the stuff at? It's all on the table, right? My understanding.
The mechanical-looking object with, we'll call it the gyroscope for now.
Okay.
We're just going to call it a gyroscope. It looks like one. The gyroscope is on the ground, kind of underneath the table. Kind of in the blackened charcoal mess, right? The necklace is in the center. It's just blackened.
Give me 10 minutes and then I'll detect magic. Just don't touch anything. I'm taking the corner over here.
I'm not. I just really want to.
I know. Alright,
But I'm not.
detect magic. 10 minutes. What do I feel?
Were you just casting that, or were you going to do a ritual?
I did it by ritual.
Okay, if you're doing ritual, I was going to walk around, pop these doors just to make sure there's nothing weird in here.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. I'll be with you doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't like touch stuff, but just make sure
Nicole,
it's not like a really dumb creature or something.
Nicole, there's almost like a laboratory that's in here. There's seems to be some wine in these barrels in here. You don't recognize the vintage, but I can tell you guys that it's like thousands of miles from where you guys are. It's like over near Cholt, basically, or even more inland.
Well, guys, we could take some of this wine back to the tavern since nobody has wine. It'll give more reason for people to come to our bar.
Yes.
Maldrin, I PM'd you.
And there's there's like a lab, so it's got more tools and shit. I have an 8 intelligence. I'm not going to know anything.
You got that, right?
Yeah, I got it. So the thing on the ground, which is the one that looks like the gyroscope, is that what you're meaning by
Correct.
that? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say, whatever you do, don't pick up that gyroscope.
Why?
I can tell it's transmutation. So
Well, he told you that originally. Copper told you that Macradius was coming out here to research an item that could control the weather.
right. So
The transmutation fits under that umbrella. You're taking one weather and one precipitation and changing it into another.
And the letter that I found made it sound like he was trying to end the cold potentially, so that would make sense.
right, but the thing is, what Maldrin will probably get the feeling like if he's been tinkering with it and he left it alone on the ground, then there must be a reason for it.
Well, it's also sitting beside like a scorch mark with a necklace. Like potentially he got fried.
Possibly.
Ooh, it's his necklace.
Okay, was the necklace magical? Was anything else
yes,
magical?
the necklace is definitely magical. It's, I don't know, it's 50-50, but it could be arbitration.
It's like
Can I touch that?
think of that as like power levels. Like a 5 out of 10 is like, wow, this is pretty good. A 10 out of 10 is like, what the fuck is this?
baby, I think the necklace is okay, but definitely don't pick up that gyroscope.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up the
Anything else
necklace.
in any of the other rooms, like back in the lab?
I heard something about, what was that? I think it was Samson.
Yes.
You're
You
going to
pick it
pick up the necklace?
Yes, not the gyroscope.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You can pick it up, and there's a pendant that seems to have like two clasped upward hands with a burning sun in between them, in the center of it. And
Would I recognize this?
you can give me a religion check.
Sweet.
Nikel,
Anyway.
you said we were talking about that laboratory that's above you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did Maldron see anything back there? Or?
I think Maldron's more looking around at the items, right? He was doing the ritual cast.
Well, yeah, I mean, if
detect.
he's like anything pink magic back there, or not?
Oh no. What you find back there, looking around, or just looking in general, is like the room contains a fireplace with two empty bookcases, and tacked to the walls and strewn across the floors are frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor next to one of the blueprints is a tiny man that's made of clay, almost like action figure size.
Tiny man made of clay. Okay. I don't really think I want a tiny man made of clay. Does anyone want a tiny man made of clay?
I'll let you guys make an Arcana check to discern more.
I mean, I guess I could do that since I'm looking around in there.
Yeah, man, I love rolling intelligence things.
I'm very good at them too. So.
Mikkel, this is what you need, kind of putting two and two together. Like most people would just see a clay doll, but you know this is a material component. It's used to create a homunculus.
Okay, well that makes sense. Artificer guy making homunculus.
It's also reverts to its form when its owner dies.
Yeah, I was saying. So that would tell me that he's dead.
Yeah, more than likely. If this is his homunculus.
Okay. So I'll tell everybody. I'll be like, from what I know about artificers, if their homunculus is a doll instead of a homunculus, he's probably not alive.
As you're going through a lot of these, because you're proficient in Arcana, aren't you?
No, I'm dumb as hell.
Dumb as hell.
We're all stupid here.
Okay, good thing I asked, and good thing I checked.
I have a tendency to dump intelligence because dumb characters are fun.
Yeah, y'all don't know anything about it otherwise. You just see a bunch of like iterations of shapes for something that looks similar to the item on the ground. Like your character wouldn't know, but like a hypercube and a dodecahedron and like all these various cube shapes, like a bunch with rings and hyper rings. You find one that looks remarkably similar to the one that's on the ground out there.
Okay. So like a miniature version of it.
Like a sketch.
Oh, like a sketch. Okay, so there's some like papers in here that maybe would tell us stuff, but I don't know about what that thing is.
We should probably take it back to Pepper. What a name.
Pepper might be able to figure stuff out if we take all the paper to him. He should be pretty smart being a wizard and all.
Oh,
I rolled a 14 on that religion check.
14. Sorry about that, Samson.
No, you're good.
This is probably easily discernible enough. It's a common symbol, especially in the Dale. Well, not even. Maybe even so much in the Dale and all across the Sword Coast. This is a common symbol for Lathander, the Morning Lord.
I played a cleric that was a sun cleric for Lathander.
Yeah, it's literally
So
sun.
fun.
And this goes in kind of in turn with the northern version, which is Amantoir, or Amator, Amantoir. I've heard so many different versions of the name. But the whipping god, the guy that flagellates, basically, self-sacrificing. I usually seen as like an old world parallel, or like a Netherese version of Lathander.
I did a bunch of dumb research about Lathander for that character. It was kind of fun.
So this symbol
I'm gonna
would kind
take
of
it.
allude to both.
I'm going to keep this with me. I'm not going to put it on. I'm just going to put it in my pocket. I'll give it to that guy when we see him again. I guess they were friends.
If anything, you guys can get him and identify to be able to identify your stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm going to ask the wizard when we get back.
He's gonna have to learn that spell. He doesn't have it, unfortunately. Maybe
We should probably get him to learn that spell first. Do y'all agree?
Yeah, he should maybe be able to learn that spell. I think. Don't you have a spell book somewhere on YouTube? I don't. Time's fast. Anyways, now what else do we do here, guys? What are y'all thinking?
I don't know. I mean, there's nothing else in here besides whatever that is. Nicole, what was in that room that you just came out of? The workshop or something?
Bunch of science shit.
That's what I heard. Nothing else that any leftover journals?
No, just like papers where he was working, probably that we should probably take to Bever.
Take some of that and give it to the wizard, see if he knows anything.
Yeah, and his homunculus that probably shows that he was dead. He's not alive. I mean, it might not be his homunculus, so he might be alive somewhere, but I kind of feel like that scorch mark on the ground with the necklace means that he did something that fried him.
True, but
yeah,
Who
knows?
Fried him, but like the necklace was magic, so it didn't get fried.
that's the other item then.
I mean, yeah, the other item might have fried him.
You guys see the orbs. It's like a little kick of force behind it, and it just goes clinging across the floor here.
I will immediately, with telekinesis, I will flick it to make sure it doesn't go near anyone.
Where are you gonna roll it?
Towards, like, probably, I guess, I'm gonna try to roll it over here so it's nowhere near anybody.
It was going this direction, not towards anybody in particular, but if it was under the table, it would have been like.
Okay, well, I'll just kind of watch and make sure it doesn't like go at anyone. Let's just go randomly move towards the bedroom area. I might have maybe I missed something in there. Just maybe we'll go check out in there.
As you head towards the bedroom door, it snaps closed from you, almost like a vacuum hits the room. You hear it kind of snap close as you're reaching your hand out towards it.
Okay, so if we're over here and it snaps shut, I'll shut that door.
Turn and look at the other one.
This
closes.
The one above me closes too?
Right as you look at it, just closes right before you.
I think we need to get out of here, guys.
You look towards the back at the other door that's still open.
Someone's definitely
you just
here then.
Hear it go. Closes.
So like this one closes now. Okay, I'm running at this window and I'm gonna try to just go through it but I'm gonna try to hold the side so I can swing myself around onto the wall so I don't fall.
Okay. Absolutely.
Spider-Man, that shit.
Yeah, I don't know if he rolls something to go through a window or not, but I'm gonna try to basically go through a window, but swing around so I'm over here. So I'm
100
over
freaks
here
out.
on the wall.
He walks up. He looks down. What the? Why would you jump out the window?
Hey, that ball might have fried that guy, and now the doors are closing by themselves. I'm not being in there with it. If you all want to get torched, that's your own business.
Samson, the orb kind of rolls right in front of you.
Oh man, I'm having to fight a knee-jerk reaction here. Is it rolling at me fast, or is it just kind of
It's like a small nudge. It's just enough. If someone was putting in golf and they just got it right up to the hole, but not enough to tip it in. It's in no way of in danger of touching you, but it's uncomfortably close at the same time with its precision.
I am just gonna carefully sidestep around it, and so if it keeps rolling where I was, I won't be in the way. Oh man, I don't like it to rolling things.
It's following you. It stays this noticeable distance, but it's not enough to trip you up. But it when you even sidestep, it just kind of squeaks up next to you.
Okay, I take out the necklace, and I take 2 big steps back, and I put the necklace down, and then I take a step back from the necklace and see if it starts to react.
It doesn't follow you at first. It's sitting, waiting. So, we'll say it's like this. You're right here, right? This thing's on the ground.
Yeah.
Back up again.
Yeah.
You put the necklace down right here. You see it slightly nudge. And then bam. It's within an inch of your foot. And hold on just a second.
This is why I left the building.
Take me with you.
I mean, you could jump out.
These words are scrawled into the floor before you.
Shut the fuck up. No.
This is the gyroscope that's doing this?
These words seem to be pinned out in the floor in the snow. Someone had etched their finger along a car window that was
encased. Who all's still in the room?
I see Tarek and Maldron's at the far end.
Okay, I didn't know who all had left when doors started closing. It's writing stuff in the snow. It's writing stuff in the snow. This is weird. It's asking to help. I'm gonna not touch it, but kind of get down on a knee and be like, "Can you understand me?" And if so,
what?
If so, roll away from me. Let's see if I can just back up because I don't want to fucking touch this thing.
It rolls about 5 feet away from you.
I'm gonna like
Holy
drop
shit.
down and walk around the building. The intent
What's
of
your
going to the
name?
window.
I don't think he's dead, guys. I think he's in this thing.
I went around the building to watch through the window. I think as long as I'm not in the building, I'm safe.
Oh no.
It seems to be not the spelling that you guys know from Radius. It's Mercedes.
It's kind of a hard word to spell when you're in a ball, I guess.
Actually, no,
I mean, I
take
don't.
that back. It's
Mercedes is the artificer's name, right? Cranius.
it's
Radius.
Cream.
Okay, so he's like spelling it wrong. I think that's all the right letters, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Hell.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just standing outside of the watching you all.
So where's the ball?
5 feet away from Samson.
Like here,
I was-
here.
I would assume the second one.
Yeah. Right
It's like
here.
I just wanted to roll back from me.
What's happening, Samson? You're freaking out on me.
It's riding in the snow, and it's giving me a cranium. I don't know what that means. Something's in this ball that wants us to help it. I don't know what to do.
That
Use it. It wants me to use it, guys.
How do you even use it? It's a weird ball.
I would assume touch it.
I mean, sure, I'm out here. Go ahead.
Of course. I'm going backing away towards the window.
Okay.
I don't know what you're gonna.
If you reach out and touch it, the first thing I can tell you is it starts to glow. What do you do?
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna
Tarek, back up, please. If Samson's gonna do it.
touch it.
You start to try to analyze this thing, and as you do, like I said, it kind of lights up with this golden radiance, and as you continue to hold it, it's almost like you're holding a candle flame, and suddenly there's almost a tornado around you, but the wind is flammable, and I sense this thing ignites and begins to build up steam and ignition all around you. Samson and Tarek, you two are ensconced in this radiating light that's almost as bright as the sun. And as you two stand here, will you give me Constitution saves? The light gets brighter and brighter to the point you two can't even see anymore. And there's a heat that's coming, an intense heat.
Like as that like starts going, would I have time real quick to look at Tarek and make a connection so I can communicate?
For the moment, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'll be like, Tarek, I'm here if something weird happens.
So you guys are gonna take half this damage, okay?
Okay. Is it fire or radiant?
It's gonna be radiant, but
Ooh, I take half of that then. I'm resistant.
Oh god, that's a lot of dice.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
91? Holy shit!
so
That's why
let
I'm
me
outside.
I'm down.
put a pin in it real quick. Not only are you down, as the light dissipates here, Samson, what is that? You take half of that, and then you technically survived. Fuck you, God.
Yeah,
You're the only one I've
I'd
ever
only
had
take
survive. That's it's 45, and then half of that, that'd be 22.
Wow.
Dude,
All right,
22.
so I'm gonna put a pin in it for the moment, and I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Tark, you cannot speak anymore
What?
in the channel. I need to give you just a second.
Oh my
Do
god.
this, unfortunately.
Did you get taken to another plane or some shit?
You can see right here that unfortunately Tarek has been muted. He can no longer speak to us in our plane of existence. Give me just a second.
Oh my god.
I didn't know it was gonna pull him
You
in.
killed him.
Well,
Oh my god.
well, maybe he'll come back as someone taller.
91 points. Holy shit.
This is why I left.
I didn't know it was gonna pull him in.
Hey, at least I'm a witness to this.
Yeah.
There's scorch marks in there, like this thing burnt somebody to a crisp. Not even to
No,
a
I
crisp,
have an
to
8
ash.
intelligence. I'm not smart.
You don't have to be that smart. When something starts rolling around by itself, you run away.
I'm a
Or
good
you kick
guy.
it. Or you
It
kick
said,
it. One of the two.
okay, if I would have kicked it, I think the same thing would have happened.
Probably, but run away. I jumped out a fucking window.
God. That's out resistant.
Question, are you still holding it or did you drop it? Or
I don't
is
know,
it
we put a
steaming
pin in
still
it.
there?
So we put a pin in it because I don't know. Because he said that I survived.
We're like at time. I feel like he's gonna tell Tarek what we're doing, and this could be like this is gonna be a huge cliffhanger.
Oh my god.
Because we're like at 1 o'clock.
Oh, you're at 1? Oh, I'm at 10.
At 12.
Well, we, in time though, so I feel like this is gonna be like, well, I just told Tarek what's happening, and you all find out next week of Deep Dragon Ball Z.
This is actually something we could probably do in between the week, passively.
Oh my god.
Which is actually a really fun way to end it, and I don't think I've ever been able to do this before. But yeah, as you guys look around, you survived, Samson. There is not even a corpse left of Tarek.
Oh no!
He is completely vaporized. There is not a portion of you to grab and resurrect. Tarek took more than double his max HP as damage.
So is there like scorch marks?
Oh
like
my god!
It's not even soot.
That's what happened to the other dude. Oh my god!
Did anything happen for me though after I survived it?
You still have the orb in your hand, and it seems to not be active anymore.
Okay, so it's still in my hand. Now that I have it, I want to try to now that I'm like, okay, it's already in my hand. I might as well give this thing like a once over. I'm just gonna start looking at it and just actually immediately I'm gonna do a second wind. Immediately I'm gonna
let Tarek speak real quick. Not speak, but yeah, I'm letting him be able to talk again as we're kind of at the end of the character here. Or sorry, oh god, that was a bad Freudian slip. as we're at the end of the session.
Tarek, my boy. No.
Feel horrible. I did this. Horrible deal.
I think what I'll do is I'll retire Tarek in D&D Beyond, and you can start your new character.
Oh my god!
He's legit like dead.
Yeah, he's dead, guys. He's very, very dead.
No.
Blood for the blood god.
Oh, this is gonna be something we could fix.
Oh my fucking god.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
We could have all.
That's
We could
all
have
right.
literally lost 2 people in one moment with it not even being combat. That would have been nuts.
I would have been so bummed to lose Samson.
I mean, it's
I
better to
would've
lose
just
a
made
character
another
after
room
like.
night.
It's better to lose a character after like 2 sessions than 20 though.
Yeah, I would have just remade the same character, basically. Just a different race, probably. Oh my god. So I didn't gain any knowledge. I didn't speak to
The
God.
fucking
I
spirit
didn't.
tricked you, man.
I literally just killed someone.
So whatever's in this was like pretending to be McCready is probably, which is probably why the name got spelled wrong because they didn't actually know.
I'm not gonna drop this thing then.
There's something like evil in it.
Because it doesn't seem active.
I would drop it because it might go off again. It might have like a recharge time.
Well, we need to get it to.
Like
This
if
thing is
you're carrying it, I'm
dangerous.
not standing near you, like ever.
That's fine. I'll walk ahead. Y'all can just keep an eye on it. If I die, I die at this point. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
have
but like if we go
blood
into
on
a
my
town,
hand.
but like if we go into a town and that thing blows up and it kills a bunch
Can
of
you
people,
imagine?
and then we also can't even take it out of the town because it might blow up again. Like
I mean, I'm
at
not
least right
saying
now,
I'll walk into a town, but what do we do with this thing?
I mean, at least right now it's like in a place that nobody will come bother it.
True.
I mean, or we could like bury it right here by the house real quick so we know where it is if somebody does happen to come up here.
I
We know it's
just
startling
love our
rock, but
suggestion is
I
to
think
bury
we'll just keep
everything.
burying things every time
I
we
think
have something.
I think
dangerous.
next session we need to like message the dude that told us to care package this shit over here and tell him what the fuck, why, why would you send us? One of our comrades died.
I mean, he didn't know. I mean, from the letter that I found, it sounds like basically that he got tired of being here with the guy because he didn't feel appreciated.
He has to know
and
something.
he left. And he left, and then I guess he made some progress in the couple weeks since he left. So,
Then he's responsible.
I mean, he at least knew that he was trying to do weather shit. So, I mean, I don't know.
This actually works out really well because we could probably do this during the week.
Yeah.
And, normally I have to do this live, and it's a flex. You know what I mean? Because like I'm basically running 2 games at once within a game, and like trying to cater to both people during 2 mediums. And for my ADHD, that's like, I'm just singing along the whole time. But
if you're catering to 2 people, does that mean Tarek isn't he's somewhere else?
Yeah, I don't really know what's
I
going
mean, I
on.
realize we don't know, but like if you're catering to 2 people, it sounds like you're dealing with him on a different plane or something.
I could be. I think what we're gonna do is we'll move this to like Avray. I'll put Avray in the channel. It's appropriate here. And what I'll do is I'm gonna make like a temp channel that Tarek won't be able to talk in, but he'll be able to see, and we'll call it like a session channel. And I'm gonna act as a liaison back and forth casually in this next week.
Mark needs to watch our stream so he can at least hear on chat or something.
Say that again.
I said if he needs like listen to us, like if we're still messing around or something, I don't know, in the house still, if he's in another plane, he can at least hear us. I don't know if that's how it works.
It actually like I haven't been able to run this because I normally have to run it live. Like I said, it's a
Yeah.
cluster, but being able to run it in text makes so much more sense. Like even with one person, I could just, yeah, I think I can do this. This is gonna be really interesting.
Oh my god.
I have to.
You just
I'm gonna have to think about it though, because I gotta put it. Give me like maybe like an hour, because I just gotta conscript this in a certain way to make it work how it is.
I just want to flex real quick that I just ate that damage though. At level 4, I survived 91 points. That's a
Yeah,
That's a feat.
That's a pretty big.
that's a flex.
You don't
this is all-
understand how many people I kill with this thing. It's usually like at least 2 to 4 people. At
Oh
least.
my god.
Oh, the minute you said it started rolling, I was like, I'm gonna touch this thing. I already know I'm gonna touch this thing. Yeah. This is gonna weigh really heavy on Samson because he just killed someone basically. I met y'all 2 days ago in game time.
Basically, yeah.
Wow, unbelievable, man.
I mean, so where were you at, Modern? How far away were you? You were
I was
down
by the
hall
window.
still?
I was overlooking by the window where you're like, oh, bye later, and then I kind of took a step closer to find out what Samson's doing. He's like, oh, I'm gonna pick this up. I backed the fuck up right by the window just in case, and then I told Tarek, back up. He's gonna touch it, and then unfortunately Tarek was in the blast radius.
I mean, how big did it look where I was looking in the window? Was it like 5 feet around him, or
About
like,
10 feet. Yeah.
like 10-foot radius? So
Mhm.
okay, so stay at least 15 feet away from Samson at all times.
We'll make it 30.
Like if you're gonna keep it, I'm not gonna stand near you ever. Like,
I mean, I think burying it is a good idea. This thing is, I mean,
clearly it's capable of going off more than once because we have evidence it probably went off once before and it just went off again. So like,
yeah. I mean,
like I feel like if you're carrying it, maybe it won't because you already touched it.
that's what I'm thinking.
Or it might need like a week to recover.
Yeah, because we don't know how long ago he died.
Yeah, I mean we know that it's at least at most like 3 weeks.
Well,
Because it's like,
from when Cooper left, or Copper, whatever, Copper. So.
oh,
Y'all
you
could heal
know
me.
what Maldron's gonna do, Apollo, right?
And it's been long. Well, and it's been long enough that like everything in here was able to like freeze and stuff, which means at least a few days, probably.
Since Maldron witnessed another death of his comrade, he's gonna go in a fit of rage and start breaking shit.
Actually, that's something to look
Hold
at.
on. Before y'all get too into it, like,
Mhm.
let me get the groundwork because I can get most of that up.
Well, I was thinking that was something to look at too. The window's broken, so why would the window have been broken?
I don't know.
Like that thing potentially went off and somebody ran. Or wait, the letter said 3 people were there, or did it say 2 people were there?
Just 2 people.
It said 2 people, but then he said something about 3 would be better.
2 is
It
better
said
than 3.
2 would be better than 3.
Wait,
So there might have been another person there.
Someone else
Wait.
died.
wait. Looking at the image, Apollo, he said 3 would be better than 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't know. This is a stretch. There's 2 rings. Does he mean a 3rd ring?
That's just something we'll have to get into.
Well, I mean, we could go back down and ask.
Yeah.
That was the letter was by Copper, which is the guy that gave us the quest.
Right.
So we could find out.
I think you may pose that question. I want you to put a pin in it.
Yeah.
I want you
Yeah,
to
yeah,
remember
yeah.
it.
All right, I'm gonna write that down.
And I'm gonna let this play out to the point where like I could probably give you a resolution depending on how if y'all want to play this passively for a week, basically. So the way it's gonna work is I'm gonna I'm making a channel right now that Tarek's going to be able to see. He's not going to be able to chat in, right? And then I've got me and Tarek's thing going on as well. And basically, when y'all get to a point where I deem it necessary, I'm going to tell you, like, you know, wait, let me adjudicate this, that kind of thing. And then I'll give you like a little description of what happens in between. Maybe like a daily, twice a day thing, just depending on the frequency. Every other day, we'll see. But hopefully by the end of it, it'll like key you guys in coming in to this, and we have kind of a written record of what you would have gone through, because it is a pretty like RP type of element. You know what I mean? Does that sound agreeable to anyone, or do you just want to wait till next session?
I mean, I'm usually able to respond on Discord and stuff, so it'd be fine with me.
It's kind of hard for me during the week, but I can try. I can peek in and see what's happening, and then
yeah, it's like super passive. If we can limit it to like maybe even once a day or every other day, I mean, it's certainly doable that way, just depending on what y'all give me. Or, I mean, if y'all are more comfortable, you can wait until next session and just leave it on a really good cliffhanger, and I can make sure we springboard off real hard next one.
Can you put the letter on group notes, exactly what the letter said, if it's possible?
Absolutely.
Perfect, thank you.
So is Tarek definitely making a new character, and he just has something left to do with Tarek, or is Tarek potentially...
Tarek is definitely making a new character.
So he's definitely making a character, but it seems like his character still has something to do, even though he's not coming back.
Yes, that would be a good assumption.
But so he is like as far as we're concerned, Tarek's gone though.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, imagine all of ours died in that spot. We would have lost our bar.
I know. What if we were all standing there? Like we're all standing there. It's like, well,
Yeah.
that's the end. That's the end.
What was Tark again? Like, what was your class?
He was a halfling barbarian.
Here's our tank.
Well, we have Samson as a tank now too. So.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
I mean,
so am I hired?
I mean, realistically, if you want to go party cohesion, we need more magic probably, but you can build what you want. You know?
So Tarek, I'm gonna PM you a little bit of information. I'm gonna put a pause in it for tonight, and yeah, we'll continue on. I'll play it by ear. And
how many dice was that? 10?
That was like 10, right?
it was a lot. I think it was 20d10 or 20d10
plus
35. I can't remember. It's a lot.
It didn't even show all of them then, I don't think. I think it maxes at 10 to show or something.
It's 10
Samson's gonna feel equal parts guilty, equal parts like a fucking god. Be like, yeah, man, I just fucking shrugged that off. Oh my god. I feel bad though. I'm so sorry. I feel guilty because it's my second session with y'all. like that's what I really feel guilty. Like I'm like, oh man, I just came another session and just fucking killed one of them.
You shall be nicknamed Exploding Samson.
Yeah, I mean, he made the choice to stay there with you too. So I mean, no,
yeah,
it's not all you. Like that's exactly why I ran.
Yeah, but imagine putting this thing on a flail. Like
a long flail, I guess. So you'd be far enough away from. Yeah, I figured it'd be bad. I didn't figure it'd be that bad. So I was like, well, the 2 tanks in there, it should be okay.
But and you rolled a nat 1.
Nope, it wasn't okay.
God, halfling.
Okay, yeah. So, like, if what we got going on, the result there, it definitely rolled. But I would say, like, you guys are looking at the ground, trying to figure out what's going on, and you see the shoe scuff appear next to the ball.
You scuff?
Uh-huh. It's very off-put. Like back at the heel, at least like a good, I don't know, 8 inches away from it.
Like it's where he got blown up?
Not really. Like it just appeared. Like someone just made that mark there.
Can I do another divine sense?
Sure.
I just in this moment, there was a big white flash.
Mhm.
It's gone. Now there's this weird shoe print.
I mean, it was radiant damage, so I mean, I guess somehow that
I feel a sense of
consecrated the ground.
yeah, like I can feel a sense that there's a hollow spell. Like it's not a crazy.
I mean, it could just be consecrated. Somehow the thing, when it blows up, could consecrate the area.
True, maybe.
It doesn't have to be a hollow spell.
Divine.
Cause like a hollow spell, I don't think doesn't do damage. I don't think, does it? No, it just.
Also, do I know what effect of hollow?
I mean, hollow
It
doesn't do
is?
damage. It just does like.
Because can't you pick a secondary effect with hollow?
Yeah, but none of them are damage. It's like.
You guys.
I know, just
Can't be frightened. It makes
I'm gonna
the place
leave you on
dark. It makes it light.
I'm gonna leave you on one last little tidbit here as y'all are kind of winding out. We'll put an official close on it here. You see some words start to appear in the snow before you. It says TARRIC. And you would recognize the handwriting too.
oh man,
Yeah.
Samson would probably start crying. I'm not gonna lie. Samson is just full on bawling with this radiant death ball in his hands, just knowing that he did something bad.
Should you like blow him to like the ethereal plane or something? Or
Oh, what a good way to end the session, though. Oh.
well, yeah.
Jumping out of the cabin.
Well,
That's funny. You love good memes.
A good session, I guess.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I don't know, man. I feel so bad. Oh my god. Alright.
I've got a busy time ahead, y'all. I'm launching Spelljammer this week, so I've got some refining I've got to get to in the background. But I'm gonna go take my leave, take a little D&D break, and then start finishing what I need to for that to get it going on